You're good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this broadcast of Infantry Outdoors Live. Yours truly, your favorite disabled DJ. I'm the Infantry, back at it again, welcoming you to a Friday night, and I hope that wherever you are around the world, hey, you're having a truly amazing day. Tonight's broadcast is going to be a special one, but before we get started, as always, I want to acknowledge my sponsors of the program. That's Silver Connections Group. Guys, if you guys are looking to get a website, you want to get your rankings boosted on Google, get your business higher on that, search list. Let my friends at Silver Connections Group take care of all of that for you. Just go to silverconnectionsmobile.com. And of course, my friends at Water Purification Products. Guys, if you need your water purified, if you want pure water at your fingertips, let my friends at Water Purification Products take care of all of that for you. They got a wide range of products and things to purify water in almost any condition. So check them out today at waterpurificationproducts.com. And if you use promo code Infantry with both of these companies, you will receive additional savings off of whatever service you require. So it helps to throw the name Infantry out there. Now, I don't have the broadcast up today on my screen, so the producer is going to be fielding comments. We have a very special guest coming up on the program tonight, and we're going to be talking about the new Outdoors app for fishermen, for hunters, for anything outdoors related. And what are we talking about, Infantry? Well, it's right behind me. Bass365. If you guys don't know about it, we're going to tell you about it today. And my guest will be coming on a little bit later. Sawgrass Bassin, as many of us know him here on YouTube, Captain Mikey Moser. He's going to be stepping on here as a guest and walking us through Bass365. Now, guys, if you don't have it, I'm encouraging you to get it. Got it? Good, because we want you to get it. It is a amazing website, amazing app geared toward the outdoors community. But I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm going to let Mikey talk about that once he comes on. But how's everybody doing out there? Happy Friday tonight. I'm not in the drinking mood, so Mountain Dew it is for us tonight as a drink of choice. At least for me, is a drink of choice. So cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great one. Thank you for your continued support. Jeremy was the first one in here tonight. So Jeremy,
Hi, Jeremy.
Big up, my brother. How you doing? Hope you're having a great night. Cheers, everybody. Jeremy was in here talking about, come on, let's go. Come on, I'm early. Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. We love you, bro. Appreciate it. But, yeah, this week we're going to be talking, like I said, all about Bass365. If you guys want to, anytime during this, go on your phone, go on the app, and follow along with what we're going to tell you about. It's really, really amazing.
Drinking enough for you already.
He's what?
He's drinking enough for you already.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm not in the mood tonight. It's just not one of those nights for infantry. So we're having some Mountain Dew. Like I tell you guys all the time, it's not always about the drink. It's about what the salute is about, what the cheers, the thanks is about. So make sure you guys share this out. We are going to be linking with Mikey Moser tonight. He's going to talk us through Bass365. I don't know if you follow them on Facebook. They're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. You can go to bass365.com if you want to go on your computer. I have it here actually on the tablet, which I'll show you guys here.
It went away.
It went away.
Oh,
it's reloading. There we go. And we're, I'm going to use the tablet to kind of walk you guys through, what's on here. Sign up is absolutely free.
Use a tablet with the green screen because a lot of it is see-through.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't pop. It pops out.
The trees and the grass and everything.
Oh, bugger. Okay, so here's what y'all gonna have to do. You're gonna have to follow at home on your device.
That makes too hard
well, hey, at least you made it, brother. At least you made it. Jeremy, what's been going on, dude? How's everything been? How's your season? Are you done with your season? You still at deer camp? What are you doing, bud? How's everything been with you? I know you've been waiting to chit chat with us. If you guys watching on the replay, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can always write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. And don't forget to check out our website, infantryoutdoors.com. You can find our merch. You can find our gear that we use, that we recommend. You can find our partners. If you'd like to become a partner, if you'd like to become a sponsor, if you'd like to make donations, our PayPal link is up there, which, by the way, if anybody does want to support the program, donations are always accepted. We put it right back into making the program, whether it's buying gear, whether it's paying for expenses. Nothing that you guys donate goes to us as a family. It goes into this program, believe it or not. We keep that completely separate. So paypal.me PayPal.me/Infantry Outdoors. That's PayPal.me/Infantry Outdoors. Yep. So, and any donations that you do make, you will be acknowledged in our upcoming live streams and in our upcoming videos. So, Shiner guy, hey, I was about to call or text you tonight, dude, because I haven't seen you up last couple weeks. Everything all right, bud? Are you just not live streaming? I don't have you guys' responses in front of me tonight because we're talking about Bass365. I have it up on my screen here.
It says rifle season's over this weekend, ends primitive season next weekend, ends deer season. Time for some rabbit hunting with beagles.
Yeah, I like to get. I was actually talking to somebody today about getting some rabbits, so not a bad idea. Yeah, so Rob, I was wondering what was going on, bud. Hope everything's okay. Just, you know, one of them curiosity things. My brother's not on before me. Here he is, he hasn't been. So if you guys don't know that Shiner guy, make sure you check him out. Great channel, fellow Floridian. Guys, welcome. Rob, I know you just came in. If you want to tonight, we're going to be linking with Mikey Moser and talking about Bass365. So if you guys at home, I tried to show it up here, but because of the green screen, I wasn't able to hold a tablet, and we're not technically at the point where we can share screens and stuff yet.
I'm good. I figure others need the watch time more than me.
Well, yeah, but I miss our lineup, dude. You got, 8 to 10. I got 10 to God help us all.
He's about to start crappie fishing very soon.
See, that's the one I'm going to try and get into up here because we have crappie.
Aaron says he got his first pee on a fly rod.
Aaron,
Our Aaron.
Aaron, hey, buddy, congrats.
Pee on a fly.
Pee on a fly. Awesome. You peed on a fly. Great. Good job, Aaron. You peed on a fly. So yeah, once Mike texts me, he's running a little bit late in traffic, but once he gets up here, we'll start talking about Bass365. If you guys in the meantime want to go to the app, you want to go to the webpage, bass365.com. I'm having Mikey walk us through it. It is basically, guys, it's our community's website. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to post something or you want to gut a fish and show how to clean the fish, and they're not gonna kill you. This platform is being made for outdoorsmen by fishermen for fishermen. And it is Bass365, but as Mikey explained to me, is that it's anything outdoors related in the outdoors community. They're trying to make this a usable platform for us. So sign up's absolutely free. You guys can go get an account. You can join me, Infantry Outdoors. We're up there. Moser Boy is up there. I know a few others are up there. Captain Mikey will be up with us tonight. You guys can link up with him.
Mike's all set when you are. I tell him I put up the link. Just click on the link and I'll set him up.
Yep, Mikey, if you want to click that link, we'll put you in. You'll come up in the basement and we'll bring you on, brother.
The link under Infantry Outdoors.
It's under Infantry Outdoors. Let me get my cans a going here.
Yeah, get him. Gotta get your ears outside.
Got my ears on. From my truck, I got my ears on. Got Smokey in the basement. So, yep, we're going to be joining Captain Mikey Moser. You guys may know him from Sawgrass Bassin. He's been doing a lot of other great projects out there with the fishing world and the social media community. And this, like I said, I want him to tell. I don't want to tell anything. I'd rather him tell the story and let you guys know about Bass365. And big shout out to Ricky, by the way. Ricky, thank you for working with us and putting all this together. But yeah, I'm excited about it, guys. I'm really excited about what the potential is for this and what him and I have talked about and where this can go with your help. Again, we need not necessarily we need your help, but we need you guys to tell people about it.
I get Mikey.
All right. So without further ado, let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that quite honestly, I learned how to do YouTube from watching, and I still learn fishing tricks from the one and only Captain Mikey Moser. Hey, Mike, how you doing, bro?
First of all, if you're going to say that, I apologize if I misled you in any which way. Oh, doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm good, and I'm so glad to have you on here. As you guys can see, I got the banner up in the background, and I've encouraged
to do that.
Green screen, brother. We gotta get you on. We gotta get you on a green screen. But when you're ready, we'll sit and we'll talk down. I'll pass on some of my studio knowledge to you, and as you've passed on fishing knowledge to me. You know,
and that sounds like an trade to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll get you set up real nice, and it doesn't take much. That's the best part. So I was telling the viewers that while we're talking tonight, I encourage you guys to either go to bass365.com or download the app, which I would love for you to do. And if you do download the app, put it in the chat box. Hey, I got the app, Infantry, and we're just going to give you a big salute for it. You're going to love this, guys. You really are. I've been playing with it since I got on the thing a couple days ago. I ain't stopped playing with it. It's like one of those video games that you can't put down. Mikey, I want you to start off telling the folks, what is Bass365? Where did it come from, and how did it come from?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, first of all, man, thanks for having me on here and sharing your time with us here. And it's good to see you again, brother. It's been too long, man. It's been God, what, 2 years since I actually physically saw your face, I think. So
yeah. When you were down in South Florida for the tournament was the last time.
We went and
we went and had lunch. Yeah.
Life has been crazy, and you just moved what, like less than an hour?
Less than an hour, yeah.
So
yeah. You know what it was is I saw you move up here, and I saw the happiness because I've always wanted to be up here. My grandparents, one was in Chiefland and the other one was in Chipley. So in my childhood, I've been up and back and forth from up here most of my life, and I've liked this better than down there where it's just traffic and noise and no nature. You have to drive an hour to go get a good fishing spot, and you know,
and that's going to have a ton of pressure on it too, no matter what.
Yeah, yeah, and that too, right. And then the thing that I always tell people is, yeah, you guys love South Florida and you think about fishing. Well, when you need to think about fishing, you can go to the ocean because any fresh body of water down there has a no fishing sign, no trespassing.
That's right.
So you know, and that makes it hard. You could get the cops called on you for taking your kids fishing. It's ridiculous.
Though, so if that happens, it's kind of a trade-off that works out well.
Yeah, absolutely. So
absolutely, North Florida, Central Florida, I guess we are. It's been an incredible thing since we moved up here, and done a world of difference for my actual fishing career too. But yeah, it's just a nice place, good family place, much more laid back, none of the craziness. Nothing against South Florida. I love South Florida. It's always going to have a near and dear spot to my heart. I got on there and, you know, all that good stuff. But North Central Florida is just a different world. That's just the
for sure. And I'm born and raised in South Florida, and both my boys were born in the same hospital I was. And my son even attended my elementary school up until we left up here. So yeah, I got a lot of roots down there. Matter of fact, my buddy Aaron created the fish. He just caught his first peacock bass today on a fly rod.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, gotta love them South Florida peas, boy. Ain't they? People travel the world for them.
It's about South Florida was the variety of fish you can get that, and get only there. There's nowhere else in this country you can get some of those fish. So, but it's I think it's a pretty good trade-off when I'm catching 12, 13, 14 pound bass up here. So.
Yeah, my biggest is like 5 and change, so I'm waiting to see that break.
Not a problem at all. I'll beat that tomorrow if you want.
Wow. See, and the captain knows, man. The captain knows. But yeah, Mike, let's talk about 365, man. I can't stop playing with this thing here that you guys have. You're part of the creation of this, correct?
I am. I can't take all the credit at all. I was brought in. The creature already existed. My partner Ricky B, if you watch any of our live cast shows, Rick, he's really the true genius behind everything, and he started doing this a long time ago. Actually, he's kind of one of the godfathers of social media, especially in the fishing industry. There's not a whole in professional bass fishing that doesn't know Ricky very well. He's with everybody, and I mean everybody. But he started it 20 plus years ago, and I believe we originally called it Bass East. The Bass365 kind of evolved over the last 7 years or so. But really what it was a media platform where he started working with a lot of the big brands when you were talking the tours for the professional bass fishing, when you're talking, you know, Shimano and Daiwa. Oh, I lost. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, my screen went black for a second, but But yeah, he started.
Is that country internet?
No, I'm way out. I'm way out at the end of a dirt road in a small little private lake. Yeah, there's no good service out here, no matter what. I pay a fortune for crap service. That's what I do.
Oh man, we got to get some tricks from the infantry to get you going with that.
Absolutely. But yeah, Ricky started working with all the big brands, doing their media and eventually social media and stuff. And through that, a lot of the anglers picked that up because social media has become such a big part of their industry.
Right.
Very involved in it. But let's face it, these guys are busy, and they're really focused on what they do to get to that level, fishing and practicing every day. So along came Bass365. And the point of Bass365 was, one, to work and help all these anglers out. But in that, we have all this knowledge from these anglers that we can share, and the insider info that we can share with the world. So he started Bass365. And for years, you've been able to rely on Bass365 to give all the news and the latest breaking news and all the insider scoop in the entire bass fishing industry. But I met Ricky 2 years ago because of my social media skills. Folks don't, a lot of people might not know I was a YouTube kind of guy. I built my channel up from nothing. I built my Instagram up from nothing and kind of learned the inside of the ropes of how social media works. And then through that, I met, because I was in fishing also, I met a couple of these Major League Fishing pros that needed the help, and they hired me to help them with their social media and mostly their video work.
Right.
And then so I'm on tour and I started traveling around. I'm out on the Major League Fishing tour last year, and I ran across Ricky, and we had so much in common, and he has this amazing vision, but he needed the help. He just, and it's not that he couldn't do it, he just didn't have the time to do it because there's so much work that has to be put into this. But between his experience and his knowledge and his his hookups, let's just say it that way, the relationships he's formed with all these anglers, and then you add on my social media skills and my video editing skills.
You got a win-win team.
Yeah, at least we hope so, and we think so. So, he had already had the website, bass365.com. He had already had, the Instagram page, Bass365, the Facebook page, which is bass365.com, and a YouTube channel, which had done fairly well on its own. But with me and having that extra help, I was able to offer, and my wife works with me too, of course. So she's on tour with me all the time, and so is our 2-year-old son. But with all of us working together as a team, we were able to grow and open these new avenues that we know there's a big call for. There just was no one else doing it, and he needed that help to do it. So I started helping him out, figuring out live and how to do these live streams, and that was the first step that I worked on. But we do every Tuesday night and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time on the Bass365 channels. We do a live stream where we have one of the pro anglers, you name it, any which one of them we can have on there at any time, and we have them live with the audience, so the audience can learn from them, interact with them, and spend some time with them, but ask the questions that they want to ask about whatever the specific techniques we're talking about, what's happening in the industry, what's happening in their personal life, whatever it is. It puts everybody right in one room with their favorite pro angler out there, so we can all really learn from it. And it's kind of really taken off, but we had bigger plans, and we have moved on to even bigger things. And honestly, what we're doing right now, and I don't want to toot our own horns, it's really Ricky that's done it all. We have a platform that we've grown that nobody has. Nobody is out there. We've been working in social media every day for a long time, and most people are going to know that. I mean, all you people that, whether you work in social media or stuff, we all have a smartphone. We're all using it, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the social media world that, my Lord, it's a lot. Social media is supposed to be the whole point where you can connect with your social groups, where you can connect with people that you relate to, family, friends. And it's just gotten so controlled, censored, if you want to say.
Yeah, because your friends don't even get notified when you do something. I mean, so yeah, I get it. We all get it, especially as creators.
Yeah, and it's very frustrating as creators. And these anglers that we work with, we work with everybody on the Major League Fishing Tour, Bass Pro Tour, everybody on Bassmaster Elites. It used to be FLW, but now it's MLF Big Five. I mean, the biggest names in the industry are a phone call away for us, but they have to deal with this social media too, and all the clutter that's out there. And it's a huge, huge, huge part of their income. It really is, dealing with their sponsors and having to get content out and having to stay. It's not about how much you win in tournaments anymore. It's about how much you can help your sponsors and how much of a presence you can make yourself out there. And just as important as how good they can win. So we decided that, I don't even want to say the names, but the big social media platforms that every one of us use every single day. It's hard to find what you're looking for. You have to weed your way self through so much other stuff to get to. So if you're talking fishing in general, there's groups, but even the groups are controlled by somebody, and they kind of allow what they want to allow, and there's still bullying going on there, and it's not as enjoyable of an experience as it used to be. But creators and the pro anglers that hire creators like us to do that, it's extremely frustrating, and it's taken a big chunk out of their income, honestly, because they can't get messages out. Those big social media platforms literally, they can only put it out. If you got 3,000 friends on your Facebook page, there's probably only 10 to 15 of them that actually see what you're posting.
Yep, very true. Very true.
That's the algorithms. It's the way it works. So we heard the need. We knew everyone knew you could rely on us to get you that information through our other platforms, but we decided to take it a step further, and we started an app, an actual all-inclusive app. Our slogan is made by fishermen for fishermen, made by anglers for anglers, however you want to say it. On this app, it is our app. It's nobody else's app. It's not controlled by anybody else. It's controlled by us, the anglers that actually designed this app and that built this app and that run this app. And on that, we've got all our Bass365 feeds, the Instagram, the Facebook, the stories, the news, the videos, and the lives that you always got used to. But we wanted to have an area to include you, to include all the fans as well, a true social media feed. And it started on that app where we had just kind of a page on there, and it was pretty simple and it was pretty basic. You could post up some pictures, but it was kind of hard to communicate with each other. Especially the way we're used to doing it on these major social media platforms. So here it is. It's only been about a week. We really haven't even announced the launch so much yet, but we have actually designed our entire own social media platform now. It's almost identical to the major platforms that everybody else is using. You can post your posts on there. You can message, instant message each other. You can form your own groups. You can join groups. And the feed is not going to be censored down to what they want you to see. It's going to be censored down. It's going to be exactly what you post out there. So whatever you got, the people you're following, you're going to see what they're posting. When you post something like a YouTube link to your YouTube video that you work so hard on, it's going to get seen by everybody that's actually interested in it, and not a bunch of people that aren't interested in it. So it's an entire group of just anglers. And we don't even want to say anglers. It's an outdoor social media platform. So if you're a hunter, or you're just a boater, or any of just enjoy the outdoors, and you create content, or you just want to see cool content and actually not have to rifle through everything else, that's what Bass365 Live app is all about. We got the 365 social feed on there, and it's going to be huge. It's growing so fast. I cannot keep up with it right now. We haven't even started talking about it, really. I mean, I've mentioned it in a couple live casts. We've sent a couple little messages out to friends of ours, but over the last 2 days, it's already grown. I think we had over 160 people in the last few days, and we haven't even started talking about it. So it's going to grow extremely fast because there's a lot of people out there that want this.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's a platform that we've been waiting for.
I really hope so, and I think it's something that I really wanted to see as well. So it's really exciting to be part of it. I am not gonna lie, it has been an incredible amount of work. Like we weren't busy enough as it was, but the fruit's gonna be well worth the labor. I really do believe that. So, and we've gotten nothing but praise from the people that have seen it so far, that are part of it. So it is open, it's out there, and everybody that is interested in outdoor life, fishing, hunting, angling, whatever you want to do, go ahead and check it out, and it's free too. That's the coolest part.
That's it. Yeah. And for you guys out there that, you know, you don't want to get kicked off the platform for gutting the fish or showing how to make a fillet out of a fish, or you went hunting and you got something and you want to show something, well, they're not going to kick you off for it, because they're doing the same thing. Like Mikey and I were talking about, a lot of the guys that fish hunt, because when you can't fish in the winter or ice fish, what do? Well, most of us hunt. So again, it goes hand in hand.
That's right.
That's one of the things that I think is going to, again, it's going to be a huge success. You guys can post full-length videos. You can put your, they gave me an option to put my website on there. So I have my infantryoutdoors.com webpage on there. Photos. Let me actually pull up the app, and this is where I can look at it. And because I know you guys can't follow. Oh, if you guys have it in front of you, let us know, because if you have any questions too, I want you to be able to ask Mike, ask me, whatever you guys want to do. Comment here, and it's always an open platform.
Jeremy are gonna check it out.
All right, Shiner Guy and Jeremy, you're gonna check it out, guys. Like I said, pull up the app with us and let's talk about it. I mean, because it's pretty cool. It's a great, great idea. It's been needed. I can't wait till now. You said we can post the YouTube videos right to here as well, right?
Right. So, and actually right now, and we've been working on it. There's so much behind the scenes that, first of all, I am not a techie guy. I never have been a techie guy. We had to, I had to teach myself how to edit. I had to teach myself what Twitter was. I thought it was a dance. I did not know it was like this world existed. So I had to learn.
You thought Twitter was a dance.
Same way. I really did. I really, truly did. I remember saying, again, I remember, for guys that don't know who I am or what my life has done or whatever, I'm an old salt boat captain that lived in the Caribbean for many, many years. I didn't have a smartphone, honestly, until probably 2015 or something like that. So I really did not know most of this stuff at all. But our app, is based off of what platforms are already working and what people want, but there's a lot of work to be done to get it to those levels. Obviously, we're not the giant conglomerate that these social media platforms really are. So there are a lot of upgrades, and bear with us, but that's why we actually love having people talk to us and things like that, because we want your feedback. If there's something on that app that you don't enjoy, or something's not working, or you think there's something else that we can make it better, that's what we want to hear. And we're going to do our best to actually do it. So right now, I believe, you can post your photos, and you can post, audio if you had a podcast and stuff like that. You can post any video that has a URL, like a YouTube video or something. But for some reason, we're having a hard time getting the videos taken straight from your phone right onto there. We just actually had upgrade servers again today already. And so there's a lot of work, but it's coming. We're working on it. We know that's something that's very important. It's important to all of us creators, and anybody. We all like watching videos, so we do know that that's coming as well. But we've got the messenger on there. You can do the GIFs, right, or however you say it. There's really it's almost it's probably 90% there, but we want it to be 120%. We wanted to be.
That's something I wanted to tell you guys too. The administration of the app, they respond in almost instantly. So if you find something wrong, if you have an issue, you note it. Like I was telling Mikey, the back feature, when you guys on the mobile phone now, when you go back, it will bring you back to, I don't know if you guys can see this with the green screen, but the main screen, instead of taking you back to where you left off, which now that I've told him, he can pass it forward. And this is how we all have a part in the development of this app, especially at this stage, because if you see something that they're not doing, if you see something that you want to add or an idea that you have, well, now is the time to check it out and take a look. They've got live cast, which is like you talked about your weekly live casts. Then you have Bass 365 videos, news, 365 Social, which is off the chain, guys. You got to check that out. 365 Store, where you can get gear and stuff like that. They're partners. You can share the app, Bass365 on Instagram and Bass365 on Facebook. So basically everything you need is right here. And if you go into the social part, which that's the only part I've really like. I mean, you guys know you can go to the videos, it'll show the videos, but the 365 Social, which I hope it's going to pop up on the screen, it's pretty neat. It's like Instagram for us or Facebook for us or whatever you want to associate this to being. They give you, I don't know if you guys can see it, home screen, emails, alerts, your friends. So by the way, guys, if you go over there, make sure you make friends with Infantry Outdoors, okay? And Mikey Moser. We got the administration. Yep, it's really, really, really neat.
I think one of the things that we really thought about when we were designing this social page in particular is we wanted it to be as comfortable as possible. We're all used to using those big, like you said, Facebook. So we really wanted it to be as similar to that as possible, so we don't have to do a whole new learning thing. To me, that's one of the hardest things when I download a new app and I got to figure out how to use it.
Yep.
So it's actually, the layout is very, very similar to it. But the other thing is, we're not trying to get you to stop using those other platforms. Those are there. Those are always going to be there. And we're not trying to stop them. We're just creating a new one that's strictly just for people with a like mindset of us.
Exactly.
Anything you post on this social feed, you can share it right to your Facebook or your Instagram or your.
And I noticed that's a nice touch. I noticed that you guys have the ability to pass it on to the other platforms. That's really cool.
You know, I'm sure the way they run things that they're probably going to get upset with that at some point, but because they don't want people to leave their platform to go to another one. That's just the way it is. We don't have that algorithm. We're not going to try to instill that. We're not going to try to censor what you actually want to see at all and tell you what you want to see. It's all up to you how it works. But the thing that I think is the coolest, or like you kind of touched on it, but the people that are just joining this now, that are finding out now before this becomes big, before we really start pushing this and launching it out there with ad campaigns and things like that, we do have the ability to monetize on our platform as well. So folks that are building a brand, that are trying to build channels, that are trying to, break through that barrier on YouTube or that barrier on Facebook to where you could possibly start making some income for the hard work that you put out there, that's coming. And we actually have it on there. We just still learning the ins and outs of how exactly it works out there. For you YouTubers that are kind of struggling, we've talked about this before, DJ, where it's such a competitive world on YouTube. It's hard to get your videos get eaten up by big players out there all the time. You work just as hard as they do on your videos, if not harder, to be honest. And it hurts your heart to honestly get minimal amount of views when you see somebody that's been raking it in with 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 views in the first couple hours. On our platform, you share those YouTube videos, put them on YouTube, but share them on ours. Everybody's going to see it. Anybody that wants to see it's going to see it. It's not going to get, and the younger channels, the smaller channels out there, you're going to benefit from all those views right away. You're not going to have to fight against a channel that's got 3 million subscribers and gets 1 million views on every video out there eating you guys up. So it should be hopefully a level playing field where everybody can really truly appreciate it. And I'll be told, and I'm nothing against the big YouTubers out there. I mean, I strive to be one at 1.2. I enjoy watching the smaller channels better. I really do. I think the content is much more real. It's less contrived. It's not forced. It's just actually good quality content that we can all enjoy and learn from. So I really wanted a part of this to be for you guys, to make sure that everyone gets to enjoy your content just as much as everybody, as the big guys out there too. So.
And that's great, that's really how it should be. We should all, I praised Mikey earlier that the way that I like the way Captain Mikey teaches things. I really do. The way that just his demeanor in teaching is great. With that said, why should you be limited on sharing your knowledge with someone? If I want to teach you how to tie a knot, who's the platforms to say, well, we're going to show the producer and not infantry, or we're going to show this guy and not infantry. Like, why? Why can't you put me right there next to that guy? If McDonald's can be next to Burger King and Hess gas station can be next to Marathon, well, then why can't we be equals?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we can battle down the analytics of YouTube for hours.
Forever. That's the rabbit hole of death, I think.
I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to analyze it and figure it all out and how it works. But the truth of it is, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you got. YouTube is literally only going to even notify 1 to 2% of those. That's just the way it is. That's because they've got 6 million other channels that they got to spread the wealth out. But when it's a channel that they believe you like, not telling it's what they think you are going to like, not saying what, not listening to what you're actually saying by notifying things. They believe you're going to like this channel better because people have generally stayed on that platform longer, and whatever it is, that's what they're going to notify you. And that's the one that they're going to share with you. And that's how those channels, the big channels, keep getting bigger. But the small channels keep struggling. You know what I mean? So because no one ever gets a chance to see them to even know whether they want to watch that content or not. So I really think that's a big part of this. And I mean, as the social page grows and grows and grows, we're gonna have to continue to keep that mindset in us as behind the scenes to make sure that it's not getting that to that level. But if you got 10,000 people on a platform and everybody's posting twice a day, that feed is, you're gonna have to go way down to find all that stuff. So there's gonna be, that's why we really have these groups. And we wanted to make sure you have a group. So DJ Infantry is opening up a page on the social platform here, 365 Social, and everybody can follow you on there. So everybody that's following your group is going to see everything you post now. You know, and it's, you know, there's too much going on in all these things that it's just, it's frustrating. And I don't understand. We all have become enemies rather than social friends, it seems, out there. And even inside of this industry and inside of these groups, we talked about it too. I belong to, I think, 70 something groups on Facebook. And every one of them is a fishing group of some sort, or the marine industry, or just this industry in general. And like I belong to 3 of these swim bait groups, big swim bait groups. And if I post a question, I don't know much about swim baits. I don't fish swim baits. I want to learn. That's why I joined that group. But they kind of get, you know, sometimes I'll post a question in there that is a legitimate question because I don't know. And you get bullied. You get beat up. And they jump all over you because, God, you must be an idiot for asking such a silly question. You know, or like you said, you wanted to eat the bass that you caught, which you're perfectly allowed to do. You're allowed to clean it and eat it. That's the law. Or whatever, but they're going to get 25 people to jump all over you and trash you, and it makes you feel bad. But to me, the worst, and plenty of arguments with guys on these groups, because, you know, somebody will get excited, a younger angler or new to fishing, because to them they caught a great big fish, and they might have guessed the wrong weight because they didn't know, they didn't have a scale, and they said, I think this thing's 8 pounds, and it probably was just a 4-pounder or whatever. But you know what? These people can get so discouraging on there and so mean on there that takes a new angler that was excited about the sport and makes them afraid of.
Yeah, it makes them, they don't want to talk to you for that.
Yeah, that's looking good, boys.
There
you go. So you know, Mikey, Bass365 is in the chat and saying, looking good, guys. Thank you. That must be Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky, so Ricky is the godfather, as we call him here. Everybody knows Ricky B. So,
well, I'll tell you what we're doing. Tonight is just an interlude to Bass365. I wanted to get up here and get Mikey up here with me and to get you guys, you know, on here and let you guys know as fast as we can. But we're actually going to put a night together and promote it so that we can get this word out so that everybody can know about this app. And again, if you guys have questions, if you have anything you want to ask Capt Mikey, ask me. Drop it in the comments. I'll be happy to read it, whether it's, you know, whatever you want to know. But this, like you said, gives you an opportunity at basically the ground level to come in as a influencer and use your influence on the app. If you see something or you have an idea, they will call, they will reach, you know, the admin. You hit the admin, you talk to the admin, and it's probably Ricky on the other side going, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" Right back to you, like instantly. So, you know, I even got welcomed. I came up there and admin welcome, and I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you. That's so nice." And next thing you know, I'm having a conversation with Ricky. It was awesome. So we're gonna get him up here on the next broadcast. I'll have him and Captain Mikey together, and just let them tell you guys even more about what's to come. But again, if you guys have any questions, it's bass365.com, or you can go get the app in Android or iOS, right? Both platforms. Okay, so we're good on both levels.
And important to mention too, the social feed is on your laptop as well. Actually, the whole app can go on your laptop as well. You can open it on PC, and the social feed actually it's phenomenal on the laptop, on your PC. And that's simple, easy. If you don't, you know, you can also go to it. It's bsocial365.com. And that can get you right into there, and you can register and open up your own profile from there. But you don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to be a creator to be on here at all. If you just want to see content, you want to enjoy fishing pictures, you want to enjoy hunting pictures, or you just want to read what, you know, people are there. But I think one of the coolest things is just like Bass365 is all about. It's our connection with the professional world of bass fishing, the biggest names, and they're already signing up on there. I think I just saw Ricky, you can confirm it. The Foe just signed up on there. You know, Ishman Rose out there. You name it. There's so many huge names in professional fishing that are loving this too, because it's a way that they can actually one-on-one kind of get more contact with their fans. And I know you mentioned, DJ, that you love to learn from my channel through the years and knowing that. But I'll be honest, there's nobody better to learn from than the guy that puts $100,000 on the line every single time he's out there.
Exactly. Exactly. That's his lifeline.
I mean, I'll tell you, I thought
another one for hunting.
What is it?
Another one for hunting.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So there's a lot of avenues that we really want to branch out into, but we're going to make sure that this one's perfect first, and then we're going to, you know, work out towards other avenues like hunting, kayaking, saltwater fishing, stuff like that too, out there. But the you know, back to learning, I started my channel to teach. That was the whole point of it for me. I didn't want to just entertain. I wanted to teach as well, because I like that more than anything. But working with these pros now and filming for a lot of these pros and being in the boat with these guys, there is a reason why they're at that level and I'm not. And I'm just going to flat out admit that. At least I thought I knew a lot. I didn't know squat, bro. I've learned so much in just the last year and a half of working with these guys that it's unbelievable. So to be able to get that kind of knowledge one-on-one in your hand is invaluable. It really is. To be able to put these guys on the same platform that you're on, and we're all gonna benefit from something like this. That way.
Like you were saying too, the live casts. It's not just the app guys, it's the live casts that they're doing with the anglers, where just like here, I've said it several times and I'll continue to say it tonight. If you have any questions for Captain Mikey or myself, please drop it in the comments below. Hello to everybody. Tactical Tech, how you doing, brother? Jeremy. Coyotes in here, Shiner guys in here. Check out the Blue Moderators guys. They take care of my house while I'm working. After 5, how you doing, brother? I did see your comment in there as well. You know, check out all of the moderators. They do a great job keeping the house clean. But again, if you have questions for Captain Mikey, this is why we're here, guys. This is the whole purpose of this, and every live stream, you guys know that. So feel free to ask.
Jeremy sounds like he's excited about hunting.
Jeremy's excited about the hunting app, which is awesome. Let's see.
He's already downloaded Bass365 also.
My neighbor to the north.
No, everyone's talking to each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're all chit-chatting right now. But again, like I said, this is going to be huge. And for those of you watching on the replay, if you want to comment, I always get back to all my comments personally. So you guys can comment to me. I can reach out to Captain Mikey for you guys, or whatever the case may be. So in the replay, feel free to comment down below any questions that you have. You can go to Bass365. He's on there. Obviously, you'll be able to find him that way. You can also find him through Sawgrass Bassin here on YouTube, which is his channel. And if you don't know the captain by now, man, y'all are sleeping. Because Mikey, man, you've been doing hard work for years, bro. I actually learned and figured out how to do this YouTube game by watching Captain Mikey, Darcizzle Outdoors or Offshore, and Mike, Monster Mike, and Brian, the CEO. Because you guys were all back then, we were all like 20 minutes from each other in any direction, north, south, east, west. So
Mike and myself and Darcy, we all actually kind of started together at the same time. We all knew each other and we're all friends beforehand. Especially Mike and myself and our good buddy Scott Rose. You know, but who would have known it would have taken us to where we are today? I had no idea the world exists, let alone that. But I appreciate the kind words.
Hey, man, you know what? If I don't tell the story correctly, then I'm not doing my job. Because to be honest with you, I have been told for years, I've told this story before, but at the radio station for 16 years, everybody knew I loved the outdoors. They knew I loved the fish. I actually used to go out and fish with my family, and the fish that we didn't eat, I worked for a Caribbean radio station. They would take all of the other fish, the croaker, the grunt, the stuff that we just didn't care to eat. Now, they would give me $3, $4, $5 a pound sometimes for these fish. All I wanted was gas to put back in the boat, chum and bait to go fish in the next round. So we ended up having a big circle. Like every weekend we go fish. We'd be out till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. We come home the next morning. We meet everybody at the radio station, put out the fish. We get the stuff. But for years, they told me I need to do this on TV, that I needed to show what I know, my knowledge, and the fact that I'm visually impaired, legally blind, and I'm not, quote unquote, supposed to be able to do any of this, really made it sell. We approached a couple networks, and a buddy of mine said, well, if you go to the network, then they're going to dictate what you do, how long you can do it, what products you can talk about, just, you know, all around. You're going to have someone telling you how to do your show. I think, and this is from a YouTuber, I think he's got like 6.8 million subscribers right now. He said, why don't you do YouTube? Nobody's going to dictate what you do. You can go for the sponsors that you want. You already work in radio. You know how to find advertisers. Plus, YouTube back then would pay you, which I've already hit monetization once, got kicked out, and now I have to do it all over again. Yeah. But, you know, that sucked. But, hey, we got to do what we got to do. But,
grind.
Yeah, it's a grind. But that's where this took me. So I had to sit there and go, well, wait a minute. If I hold my camera out any further than this, arm's length, I can't see the screen. But before I learned that people do that, how the heck do these guys film without a camera crew? Because I can't fish and I can't do all of this and hold a camera. That's where you guys came in. Now I found Darcy and Brian. Now Brian always films for Darcy, but then I ran into Captain Mikey. And Captain Mikey was by himself teaching, which is what I wanted to do. Here's how you throw this. Here's hey, Iguana Man in the building. Another South Florida brother. How you doing, man? But the techniques and the way that you were teaching things, and then I had to sit there and pay attention to how was he doing this. Now, I've done radio and TV for years. Oh, the donkey's here too. Swamp Donkey. What's up, brother? And I started figuring out, well, he's got a camera and then the GoPro thing. So that's where I was like, well, if these guys can do that, I got to be able to do that too. And that's what started. It was watching you guys and paying attention to how you edited, how you presented yourselves. And then that kind of just, you know, you're a big reason I'm here, bro. So thank you. Thank you very much for the help. Appreciate it.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you watched all those years. And a lot of you always feels good as any creator to hear that, you know, that, hey, you did something, you touched somebody, or I mean, I taught somebody something. That's all it was ever about for me. Like I said, but world changes fast. And here I am today. I very rarely get to make a video for myself anymore, because I'm behind the camera instead of in front of it now all the time. But it's led all that stuff that I learned doing YouTube and making those channels is what got me to where I am today. It got me back into the world of professional bass fishing, because I did the tournament thing when I was young. I always wanted to be a pro bass fisherman. I just never followed that dream. So it's kind of funny how all the way around I end up coming back after 10 years in the Caribbean, and I come back and I'm back in professional bass fishing, and I'm sitting here. I can literally call. I can pull out my phone. Well, actually, I'm talking on right now, so I can't. But I can pull up. You name it. Just about anybody you can think of in the world of bass fishing, and I probably got their number, and I could probably call them and say, hey, it's Mikey. You know, and like, hey, buddy, I need you to help me out, and I need to do a 3-minute spot for Lucky Craft today. No problem. Let's do it. You know, that is pretty darn cool, man. So
Yeah.
that all started from trying. I mean, I have a lot of guys that I can thank for opening my eyes to this world, of course, too. But just I figured I'd make some videos because I found videos on YouTube and like I can do that, and it'd be something fun to help me with my guide service or something like that to get advertising. And one thing leads to another, and you get that bug, and you start wanting to create more better. You know, fine tune my editing skills, learn how to fine tune my presentations, and cut out the ums and ahs and likes and stumbles, and make it a clean, fun, entertaining video that someone wants to watch for more than a minute and a half. And that's really what it is. But those skills that I learned are what got me back into this world, because it got seen out on YouTube. It got seen by some of the guys that needed someone like me to be able to do it for them. So, and after that, I ended up meeting Ricky, and here we are. We're Bass365.
And here's a question for Bass365: Is the app only for bass fishing? And no, it's for anything in the outdoors community, because as many of us bass fishermen know, in the fall and winter, we ain't bass fishing. What are we doing? Dinner time. So anything outdoors related. Ricky may develop a separate app down the road for hunting, but you are welcome to post your hunting. You're welcome to post your fishing. You're welcome to post your kayaking, your whitewater rafting, your mountain climbing, whatever your outdoor activity is. You're happy to put it up there.
Absolutely.
And it's a free app, everybody. Free. And at this stage, I know I keep repeating it. Your input matters. If you see something on the app, contact the admin that's on there, which is in the chat right now, listening to all of us, saying we're doing a great job. So thanks, Ricky, bro. Appreciate it. They will get back to you immediately. Your input counts. Your input matters in developing this, because it is by our community for our community.
That's right. And that's just one community, and that's the whole vision. One community. We're very fortunate, Ricky and I, that we have the friends that we have, and that we get to every day work in the professional end of this with the companies and with the anglers themselves. But we want to share that with you, because you're all still part of the same community, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're pond fishing. It doesn't matter if you're fishing from an $80,000 bass boat, or it doesn't matter if you got a $180,000 offshore boat. It's you're still in the fishing industry, in the community. We're all outdoorsmen too, so share all that. We are
Bass365, guys, by the way. For Iguana Man, the app is called Bass365, or you can go to bass365.com.
Yeah, and I think the app, if you're going to search it on your app store, on your iPhones or your Androids or whatever, I think it's going to show up as Bass365 Live.
Yeah. Yep. But you guys see the logo on the thumbnail? You see the logo behind me? If you see that logo, you're in the right place. That's the easiest way. It's Bass365 Live in the Play Store, I believe. But you'll see it when you guys get on there. I'm on there. Follow me. Captain Mikey's on there. Follow him. Again, this is another person. If you have something that you see, you can, once you friend him, hey, Captain Mikey, I saw this on the app. We just want to let you know. Boom. Yeah. And it'll get taken care of. Or the administration.
Coyote, it's all about more than just bass fishing. It's all kinds.
Yeah, Coyote. It's if you want to put your trapping photos up there, go for it, dude. Nobody's going to discriminate or hate or
salmon and trout.
Salmon and trout too. That's fine. You can put anything outdoors related, guys. If you like to go for a stroll in the park every Sunday and do a little jog, put that on there. It's outdoors.
Yeah.
I
mean, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be in a bass boat. You can be in a kayak. You can be on the bank. It really doesn't matter. We're just Bass365. That was the name of it because that's where we worked, was in the bass industry. But we're starting a fishing community. Our slogan isn't for bass anglers by bass anglers. Our slogan is for anglers by anglers. So really, but anything outdoors, because, we enjoy hunting too. We enjoy camping too. We enjoy.
You guys got to camp sometime on the tour. I've seen plenty of guys doing it. Some of the bass guys, they'll go camping instead of go to the hotel if the weather's nice. So it's part of the lifestyle. I mean, every time, Mikey, when you guys are on the road, you pretty much carry a barbecue grill with you all the time, right?
Oh, absolutely. My wife travels with me. We pull our travel trailer with us. We camp every event we go to. So I've always got a grill with me. Of course, I got a new Blackstone. Actually, that's the cool part.
Hey, we're gonna have to get together for some barbecue, my friend. But what are some things that all of this that you can tell somebody in the chat, Mikey, that that, like you said, the smaller channels, from where you've gone, for those that know Captain Mikey, from where he's gone to where he is today, what can you say that would boost our viewers or creators, or what kind of advice you got for anybody that's watching?
First of all, the biggest thing, I've got a whole bunch of advice I can give you on little techniques and analytic stuff and stuff like that, because I studied it. So the first thing I would say is really get to know what you're doing. Don't just wing it. I mean, because it's you against a million other people every video you put out there, no matter what. So, if you know the battlefield better than the guy that you're fighting against, you're gonna do better in the battle. You got a better chance of it altogether. So really get to know the inside of the industry of what you're actually working with here. But the best advice is keep your passion. It's your passion. It's your channel. It's your videos. It's your content that you're creating. Make it yours. Don't make it what somebody else is doing. Don't make it look like, well, I see so and so. Oh, I think the wife just got home. I see. I gotta close this door real quick.
No worries. And for you guys just tuning in, we're talking with Captain Mikey Moser. Again, if you guys have any questions, the app we're talking about tonight is Bass365. Check it out, download it. It's absolutely free. Scott Swift, good evening, my brother. How are you? Good to see you. This is an app you may want to check out too, my friend. You do outdoors activities and things like that, so this is right up your alleyway. Reaching out to Iguana Man, my good friend, and anybody else that I missed. The Right's Trapping, Coyote, we got you, brother. But check out the app, guys, because it's not.
Mark J. Larson.
Oh, Mark J. Larson. Okay, good evening, sir. How are you? Check out the app. It is Bass365, and if you're in the Play Store, it'll come up as Bass365 Live. Go ahead and get that, guys. You're gonna love it. Sign up, get your stuff on there. You can put your YouTube channel URL on there, so you'll be able to boost your channel and what your channel's doing. You won't be shunned upon because Brother Coyote got another coyote and there's a red stain on the coyote. No, you can put that up. You can show how to fillet a fish. You can put. Let's see here. Let me pull it back up because I want to be able to tell you the different features that are on there. And one of the greatest things is Bass365 goes live twice a week, I believe. Am I right, Mike?
Every Tuesday and every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
All right. And they have it right here at the very top, live cast. If you push that right now, it's going to pull up the last live cast, which would have been yesterday. And I think, come on. Yep, there it is. Finding bass in late winter, early spring. Who wanted? Hey, I just called Mikey the other day to ask him about that, and look at that, bam, right there. Spencer, let me make sure I say this right. Sheffield.
Yeah, Spencer Sheffield. He's one of the best in the business, and that was a great show. That guy dropped so much knowledge on winter fishing and just his techniques. And man, our shows usually go about an hour. We try to keep them to about an hour, and I mean, an hour and 7 minutes went by like nothing, and we hardly scratched the surface on the information he's got. But that's the cool thing about these live casts is, like it's a lot of the biggest names in the business, of course, but it's also not just the anglers. We also have a lot of the biggest industry insiders in there too. So we Kurt Karawa from Daiwa on the other day, the marketing manager for Daiwa, and how he creates sponsorship programs. And if people are looking, they get a sponsor one day, like a big name like Daiwa. I mean, it's pretty cool to hear what that guy's got to say. We've had the owners. We had Boat Bling on the other day, and a lot of Lucky Craft sponsors a lot of our shows too. I mean, you don't get any better than Lucky Craft lures out there. So there's a lot of insider stuff that we're doing live, and you guys get to interact with these anglers. I think Tuesday is our next one. And it's as of right now, we've got a double header going on Tuesday. We've got Ott the Foe, which can't argue with the 2019 Bassmaster Classic champion. He won a couple on the Bass Pro Tour events. He's just one of the best in the business and one of the nicest guys in the world. He's going to be on Tuesday live answering your questions. And then we got a rookie coming onto the MLF Big Fives tour. We're talking Cody Pike, a great young man that's going to be able to tell the story of how he went through from the bottom to the top, how he made it all the way to the pro circuit, and what you guys might do if you want to do that. I know, DJ, you're getting into fishing tournaments down there on the Everglades Trail. What do you call that trail again?
King of the Glades. Yep.
That's a fun tournament. I got to fish a lot of those over my years too. But you know, if for anglers, young anglers that are inspiring to want to become an angler, Cody is going to be able to tell you a lot on what steps to take, you know, or what he did to get to the pro level now. And I mean, he's got to be a young man. He can't be very old at all. So it's going to be a very interesting show on Tuesday. And every Tuesday and Thursday, there's something like that going on.
That's what makes it great, guys. So the app is by, like I said, by our community for our community, with your thoughts and your ideas included. So if you have a thought or idea, they are open to it. This is like Mike said, Dave, they haven't even advertised the business, like advertised. It's just basically been word of mouth, and it's already growing fast. By the way, Bass365, I made you a moderator, so you are welcome to post. You are welcome to, if you want to drop links, you're welcome to keep my house clean as well while you're here. So if you see something inappropriate, feel free to do that. But Ricky, you're now mod.
He needs to put a comment so that you can make him a mod too.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if you can. Mikey, can you comment?
I don't. So I'm not seeing that.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's a guest in through that, so he can't do it. But I'll make you a mod later. That's not a problem. I can always do it on the page. But I wanted to make Ricky. I saw something that I guess they were trying to put a link or something. But he's welcome to put anything now. So what was I gonna ask you, Mike? I just lost my train of thought. Darn it. Oh, we were talking about the live streams. You know, like you said, wanting to get into bass fishing professionally. For me growing up, you guys got to understand, I'm a child of the 80s. I grew up in the 80s as a handicapped kid that was raised normal. I was not allowed to say things like I can't. That was like saying F you, and you get hit across the face for that's a bad word. I can't. But my thing was, while everybody was at football practice and baseball practice, things I couldn't play, I was out fishing. And I always wanted to fish professionally. And that's what led me to the King of the Glades. It was a, can I do it with the abilities that I have confidently enough to take it to the next level where I wouldn't have issues. Basically, if I succeeded in King of the Glades, I knew I could pull my sponsors that would take me to that next level. But what I learned really quick was I have to have someone in the boat with me for safety reasons, obviously with my vision. Aside from that, I can pretty much do anything but find a bed and fish bed season without blind casting. Yeah. But everything else I can do. I'm great at it. My team, I think we did top 50 the last 2 years out of 108 one year and 126 the year before. Last year when you and I fished, there was 108 in the series, and we did like 51 out of 108.
Great.
Not bad.
I remember that. I only got to fish one. My good friend Sean from Lucky 7 Baits asked me to come down and join him on one of those tournaments out of Holiday Park, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we struggled, but you did. We pulled in our 5 fish barely, but you actually beat me. I remember that you had a better weight.
2 pounds, I think it was. It wasn't much. It wasn't much because that was a crappy day of fishing.
Yeah, it was. But it's all about fun. But I mean, and that's just it. There is a giant world when it comes to professional bass fishing and professional fishing altogether. Not just but the industry and the businesses that are all involved in it. But it doesn't need to be separate from what you guys are doing. From what we all do on a regular day, and that's what we want to make Bass365. It's a big community now. Not, oh, I'm on this level and you're on this level and we can't communicate and we can't. No, it's not just seeking autographs from the next level or anything like that. You're in the same room with them now. You're in the same room with them. You're going to talk, you're going to communicate, you're going to learn, and you're going to share some laughs too. These guys are hilarious. And every single angler I have met in my career now, it doesn't matter what level it is, they're all good people everywhere. I get along with every angler, and it's I mean, I guess every friend and I have, aside from family, has come from the fishing industry. So, you know, on levels like I met you, to levels like I met Ricky. You know, it's just it's pretty great community, the fishing world. It really is. It's a strong community, and now I believe, at least we hope, we have an area for us, just for us, and that's what we're trying to do.
And the guys, again, it is bass365.com on your PC, the App Store for iOS or Android. It would be Bass365 Live.
I think.
In
That's Cody Pike. Yeah, Cody's 27. Yeah,
Cody's 27.
I guess. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what he's answering.
Okay. And again, it's a really cool app, guys, that you guys you'll see. It has the live chat. It had, or the live cast, like Mike was talking about, where you'll actually be able to interact with the anglers, with the pros, with the industry professionals. You've got news, which of course will tell you, they'll keep you as up to date as humanly possible. The social media site, which again, that's one thing we're telling you, that you can post. You know, nobody's going to shun you for I cleaned a fish today, or you want to make a video of here's how to fillet a fish. You're not going to get, you know, shunned for that. This is what it's for. You've got the 365 store, which you'll be able to get, I'm assuming, Mike, products, merch, and stuff like that.
Yeah, the 365 store is another one that we worked really hard to build, and we really haven't done much in as far as the way of like advertising and pushing. But obviously, like you see my hat, we have our own merchandise, of course. But in the 365 store, we've got a lot of merchandise, a lot of products from a bunch of different vendors. You know, big names like TH Marine and Russell Marine products and stuff. So it's pretty much all the things that you see, aside from possibly lures. We really haven't gotten into the fishing tackle part of it because that's just kind of difficult. But we do have some rods on there, all the boating needs, everything you would need for your boat, electronics to performance gear, to lighting, and of course apparel. So everything that is involved that a fisherman might need, aside from fishing tackle, of course. We'll leave that to the big online stores for that one, but really there's a ton of good stuff on the Bass365 store. So if you're into fishing whatsoever, guarantee there's a bunch of stuff that you might want, from electronics, like I said, all the way down to fishing rods, to
hats, gear, shirts, t-shirts,
sunglasses, polarized sunglasses.
Sunglasses. I see that here now. Wow.
For all your outdoor everything.
Yeah, for all your outdoor everything. Popular category. You got lighting. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Lighting. Wow.
For all your outdoor everything.
Yeah, for all your outdoor everything. Come here. That's the best way to put it.
I am, for all those that know me personally or have ever been to my house or whatnot, I am a junkie when it comes to outdoor gear, fishing gear, stuff like that. I have far too many rods and reels, far too much tackle. But I will spend countless hours when I'm done working just browsing stores like this. You know, like, I want that. Oh, I want that. And I fill carts up and then I feel guilty because my wife's probably going to get a little upset that I spent that kind of money today. So I you know, but
now, for me, my wife is the one pointing out the deals. So she's the one helping on my case.
Well,
I want to know what you're using.
Very lucky man. No, but this is one of those stores where I could literally spend hours, and I built the store that way. Those are products that I like. Those are products that I recommend. I don't want to put just any product on there.
Right.
Just stuff that I believe in, that I use, and that I know the pros are using as well too. So really good quality stuff, and it's just going to get better, just like the app, just like the social page. The more input we get, the more we'll get on there. But we work with so many great companies with Bass365 that it's literally a click away to be able to add their products to that store as well too. So,
and the nice thing with this is going to be there won't be we got to think of the right. I don't want to offend anybody by saying the wrong thing. There won't be any industry mumbo jumbo. You'll have fair opportunity. Basically what I'm trying to get to. It's not going to be
there's no red tape involved.
Yeah, you guys, like, if there's a product, there'll be the product. It won't be
that's right
for any other reason, but because there's good products.
Yeah,
that'll be the right way to put it.
I'm trying to, you know, make my own products and put them out there and sell them on the same level as those. No, the products that are on there, they're coming from TH Marine. They're coming from Russell Marine Products. We're just putting them all in one store, so it's easy, so you don't have to shop.
Everybody to find them. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And Scott, you asked what was my...
No, Rob wants to know.
Oh, Rob. Okay, my username on Bass365, just like everything else on the internet, is Infantry Outdoors. So you'll be able to find us that way. And yeah, for you guys, go on the Bass app, make friends with me, because I'm going to be posting here. Like I was telling Mikey, I really haven't been fishing between, you know, moving up here and the weather change. I'm a South Florida boy, so I don't know how to fish when it's 30 degrees outside. I have now the last couple King of the Glade series. If you guys watched the beginning, first one of every year, it was low 30s with 16 to 20 mile an hour winds with bone chilling. Like, I didn't like it, but I didn't catch any fish either. So we're coming up into, it's going to start warming up. I just picked up a bunch of gear. As I've told you guys, the wife found those LEW'S rods on sale. Mike, I got 5 LEW'S rods for $15 a piece.
Heck yeah.
I mean, dude, it was like, I would have cleared out the whole end cap, but I didn't have enough cash. So,
I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you out with your fishing issues that you got going on. I'm only an hour south of you, and I can't believe you've been up here almost a year now, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, we've been since July 1st. I've been up here. So almost a year, 6 months.
The second week of July.
Yeah.
Long enough that you as to why I haven't hung out with you yet, other than I'm just been crazy busy.
Yeah, you've been busy, dude. And I don't, believe me, I watch you and I follow you, and just to be able to, like, you can ask my wife. I'm even like, I'm gonna call Mikey, but God, I hope to God he's not busy, because the last thing I want to do is be that guy that calls at the wrong time.
You just call anyway. Yeah. The worst I can do is not answer, or I'll tell you, hey, buddy, I can't talk right now, but I'll answer no matter what.
I mean, yeah, we follow family pictures. I mean, I've got his wife on here, so if I don't find Mikey, I can always get a hold of Mrs. Mikey, and she'll take care of all of that. So
just as involved with everything as I am. We're a team. We work very, very well together. You know, she is part of Bass365 as well. She's always part of Sawgrass Bass, and we have our own media company that we had started before we met Bass365 called Sawgrass Social Media Solutions. So Amanda is really the brains and the power behind most of it. I'm just the pretty face and the voice. That's pretty much it. She's the one that runs the show, truthfully, and that's the way it usually is in most families anyway. Too.
I even joked with her. I was the first person to put my application into Sawgrass SMS. By the way, yes, I did. The minute it came up, I said, "Girl, if you need anything, please call me."
Yeah, we'll never forget who our friends are, no matter what. But there's a big world out here. There's a lot going on, and I mean, our season is starting now, but it really, we're going to be on the road 7 months this year, in that trailer, touring the Major League Fishing tours, the MLF Big Five tours, the Bassmaster Elite tours, and we're even going to try to sneak in some of the smaller level Toyota series, Phoenix series, stuff like that. We're going tournament to tournament to tournament to tournament. My wife, myself, Ricky. Ricky travels on his own. He doesn't stay in our trailer with us. But and we bring our son Trip with us too. So that is the coolest thing. I don't think this boy has any idea how lucky he is. He just he was 2 years the end of October. The kid is more famous than I can even imagine I would be. You know, literally, it's to me, it was pretty impressive when I'd be standing there and Kevin Van Dam would be pulling out of the water and say, "Hey, Mikey, how you doing?" And he'd say hi to me. I was blown away. You know, Kevin Van Dam would say hi to me. They don't even say hi to me anymore. I'm telling you.
Nope.
No, they say hi to Trip. They say hi to my son.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm with you, bro. When I had Brandon on the radio and I'm on stage with thousands of people in front of me down in Miami, and who does the artist acknowledge? Not me, the one bringing you on. "Oh, move out the way, Infantry. I want your kid. Come here." And they take my kid out on stage. He was put in DJ booths. He was asked to do voiceovers for people. I mean, we don't exist anymore. That's it.
It absolutely. He's I mean, I actually named my son because I gave him the name he has because to me that sounded like a future Bassmaster Classic champion. Trip Moser, absolutely, that's a great name. He's going to be a bass fisherman.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to, that I'd be okay with that too. If you wanted to do something else, but the kid lives and breathes at 2 years old fishing. Boat. That's all you can talk about is boats and fishing rods, and I can't keep him out here. I just cannot. But literally, he knows all the guys by name. He says hi to them. They all say hi to him. It's an incredible thing to watch him grow up in the professional bass fishing world.
That's amazing.
It already surpassed by a month. And like I said, most guys will probably recognize me after I say hi, but they pass right past me and go right to Trip. And Trip, how you doing? Come on the boat. Let's go. We're going to ride on it. All right, I'm still over here. Yeah. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've known that feeling for many, many, many years.
10 years.
If any of you guys know, which I'm going to throw a song out that everybody knows, is the electric slide. Okay, everybody's done the electric slide at a wedding, a birthday party. Well, we personally know the lady that created it, Marcia Griffiths. And at one of the biggest events that she partaked in down there, she grabbed my son and goes, well, move, I want a picture with this cutie. You don't count no more. I just looked at her. I said, what? She goes, no, you got to move. You're in the camera's view. And she pushed me and she took pictures with her and Brandon at the biggest event there. And then she's like, okay, now I'm done with your son. You can join us.
No, and then she put him on stage dancing.
Yeah, she put him on stage dancing, doing the electric slide with her on stage. It's when you're in, like you are in the fishing community, I was in the music community, I still am. It's amazing when you find, like even here on YouTube, the folks in the chat here, you find that family vibe. You find the people that are good. That's how we linked up. That's how everybody in this chat I've linked up with, is the positive vibes and the, hey, let me help you and let me help you. And what can I, hey, Mike, your audio on the last video was a little different. What did you do? Anything, whatever your expertise is, the community helps to share it. And that's one thing I've been hunting twice through YouTube. I've been waiting 8 years to go hunting. YouTube made it possible. So yeah. I completely understand that. And in the fishing community, like he's saying, you guys know us fishermen, we're like this. If we weren't like this, I wouldn't take you to my spot. Well, you know what I mean? That we were that's the fishing community.
That's the one thing that I might disagree with you a little bit on there. We are great, fantastic liars when it comes to stuff like that. I'm going to as much as I can, but if you want to know my honey hole, I'm going to show you a honey hole, but it ain't going to be my honey hole.
Exactly. I'm glad you caught on to that too.
But I do promise you, DJ, because I've said this before and I've been meaning to do this. I go back on tour February 9th, I think, or something like that. If we can manage to before that, I want to I got a couple spots that I guarantee you're going to catch some bass on no matter how cold it is. In fact, the colder it is out, the better it is there because they're natural rivers that are just full of fish. It's 72 degrees in that water all year long. So no matter what. But I can show you a few things. It took me several years up here to really learn a lot of things, and I know what the struggles like. My first year up here was horrid. It was embarrassing how much different it was up here than what I was used to down in South Florida. So I feel your pain, but I will get you out there and I will show you a few things that I've learned that I promise you'll be able to use.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. I just look forward to the fun, and like I said, the brotherhood of fishermen and the stories and I've learned from this man for years, and literally, like I've even texted him right before tournaments. Hey, Mikey, this is what's up. Do you have any ideas for me? Because I've had, as you guys know, Okeechobee was my nemesis. I just couldn't do it at Okeechobee. I don't know why, but it just never happened. And there was tournaments where hey, Mikey, can you tell me where to go? I mean, you know what I got for a boat? You know how far I can go. I can't chase these guys down with the nitro boats. He gave me some great spots and put me on some fish for sure, and helped out because it was bad. Okeechobee don't like me. Okeechobee has my $1,000 camera. That's how much Okeechobee likes me. It's sitting at the bottom of the lake somewhere.
Lower units out there too still.
Yeah, a bunch of lower units. Oh God. And you know, the people that I talk to on YouTube that always say, "Oh, infantry, I want to go to Okeechobee. I hear it's so great." Well, here's one thing that I always tell them: it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. You will go from 10 feet of water to 2 feet of water that fast, and you won't have any idea until it's too late.
It's one of the very few South Florida or Florida lakes that have rock where you wouldn't think there's rock too. You know, it's got that unique mix of, like, the Florida Everglades are all coral rock cutout channels and stuff. It's got that, but then it's got the shallow water grass lakes. It's so confusing when you look at Okeechobee for the first time because it's so big. It's so big that you just assume that it's safe to run across. And I'm telling you, it's not. There. Said in the middle of, I think it should be super deep. It'll come up to a foot and nothing, and there's going to be a big coral rock right in the middle of it too.
And you're going to hit it, or a dead log, or something. And like you guys can see in one of my videos from the last year, what ended the day was we were in a marked red-green channel marker, dead smack in the middle, and we ran aground. Yeah. With that, I was like, I'm done. I'm going home. It was the end of the afternoon. We didn't catch nothing, and it was either keep going and maybe lose a lower unit or just call it a day. And it wasn't even, thank God we were idling, because neither me or my partner saw what we hit underwater. And that's the danger of Okeechobee.
Yeah, it is. Island fast out there. That wind can whip up. There's nothing to stop it. If it's coming from the north and you're on the south, you're going to get beat. You're going to get beat real hard.
And that was me down there in by South Bay, and right there off the bend. As soon as you come off that bend, it's just like you'll hear the audio. It's nothing but, hey guys, I'm out here on the lake. I mean, it's it's rough.
Yeah,
boats get broken in half out of that place.
Okeechobee can be one of the most humbling places in the world to fish in. I feel bad when I was guiding. I used to have people all the time that would call me. You know, they're coming down from Wisconsin or Michigan or one of the northern states. And they, I'm down in South Florida, closer to Miami more than anything. But they, I want to go to Okeechobee. Can you take me to Okeechobee? And I would do anything I can to talk you out of going to Okeechobee, to be honest, because all they do is hear the stories about how amazing Okeechobee is, and it can be, but it is a tough lake to fish. And I always tell them, I said, I'll take you to Okeechobee if you really want, but I promise you, it's going to take us half of the day to find the fish. When we find them, then we'll do it. It's going to take us at least half the day to find the fish. And you'll go over 20 spots that look identical, same bottom, same grasses, everything, nothing. And then you get to the 21st spot that looks just like it, and they're all there. It just doesn't make any. There's hardly ever any rhyme or reason in Okeechobee.
The only advice I could give y'all, and this I learned from Scott Martin, who lives on Okeechobee, clean water and grass. You find those two things, and you found the solution to Okeechobee. Now, that's easier than said than done. 100%. It's easier said than done. Where do you find the clean water? North, south, east, or west? Do you find it in the middle of the lake? Do you find it along the bank? No, you got to know. Like these guys that do it for a living, they know where to go. They have it marked on their GPS and everything where to go. But for me, the little guy, this is my first time, second, third time on Okeechobee. I have no idea. Do I go north? Do I go south? I heard about the monkey box. Can I even make it to the monkey box with the little boat that I have? There's a lot of factors to it. But if you can find the clean water, and when I say clean, people, I mean the water at Okeechobee looks like milk chocolate. It's dirty, it's stained, as tannic as can be. But when you find the clean water, what does it change? So look for the clean water and the grass. And that's the only advice I have. And the birds. If you're offshore, look for the birds.
Yeah, the birds always, but the clean water is always moving. That Lake Okeechobee is a big bowl that's constantly circulating. I mean, what most people don't realize is the Lake Okeechobee is the headwaters, the feeder to the entire Everglades system. It filters. The Everglades is a filter system. All that headwater that comes from the Lake Okeechobee and northern, all the lakes feed towards that too eventually. It all filters down through the Everglades. So when that water gets into Lake Okeechobee from the north, it just swirls around. The winds change. There's nothing stopping it or whatever, but that water's constantly moving. So the clean water is going to be where the water is not moving as much. And that could be here today, and it could be there tomorrow.
Yep.
And it absolutely moves. So, I mean, typically the guys like Martin that that obviously live on that lake and work on that lake, and the guys that do, they just know the situations. They say, well, it's been blowing this direction for the past 3 days, and we got this much rain up north or whatever. So more than likely, the clean water is going to be here today. Yep. So they kind of know
having the pump schedule, because Okeechobee gets pumped on a regular. Right, yeah. Right. So you have to take that into consideration too. Is when did the pump run last? When is the pump running? Is the pump running now?
Or do they have both of them running, or they only have one? Because if you only have the east side running right now, hey, look, it's like a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
If they only run the west side, like a toilet bowl in Japan, it's going the other way now. Yeah. It's a very confusing lake, but it can be a rewarding lake. If you ever do get the chance to fish it, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's nothing like it used to be. I'll tell you that now. So if you're thinking of the days back when old Roland Martin used to go fishing out there and pull them, but it's not like that no more. Between what they've done to the lake and the pumping in and pumping out in the spring and the getting rid of the grass and vegetation, there's a lot to it, guys. But if you have the opportunity to do it, by all means, go do it. Go fish Okeechobee. My wife beat me, my personal best, off the bank at the camp we were staying at on Okeechobee during my own tournament. So yeah, it can, there's good fish in there, but if you have the chance, do it.
There is great fishing. No matter what, it's still going to be one of the best in the country. It always will be, just because it's Florida and it's Okeechobee. It's such a big body of water. Mm-hmm. There are better places in Florida, way better places. If you're coming from other states and you really want to experience Florida bass fishing, that'd probably be like 5th or 6th on my list of places to go. Especially up in our neck of the woods up here, we got some great lakes: Rodman Reservoir, Orange Lake. The St. Johns River and the tributaries coming off that, those are world class fisheries. And then around where I live, just south of you, I'm surrounded by 1,000 small lakes, and I guarantee, I know guys catching 14 pounders, 15 pounders, 6. They're here. The only part is, can you get on the lake? If you can get on the lake, it's going to be a good day.
That's awesome. Here's a question for you. Do we have, because rivers are new to me, we don't have rivers down south, we have canals, which are basically runoffs of God knows what. Do we have trout up here?
Sea trout?
No,
like
river trout, like trout. You fly fish for the trout, rainbow trout, I guess, or
any trout.
There might be, if there is, there may be some like way in the northern, maybe northeast, and or the North Panhandle, possibly. I don't know those areas that well, but the rivers around our area, no. But we do have a unique bass in these waters called the Swanee bass. That's pretty cool. It's a
Swanee bass.
Yes, they're
Swanee bass.
Largemouth. Wow.
Yeah. They're a little more vertical.
They're pretty much a mix of a smallmouth and a largemouth bass. And they don't get very big, but they're feisty, very, very strong. They're kind of look a little more like a largemouth, but brown, and they got red eyes. And they're really, really cool fish, and they're very unique to here. I think Texas has got one similar. I think they call it the Guadalupe bass. There's still little hybrids all over the country, but that's pretty unique. But some of our river systems that we have up here, there's actually we have sturgeon in a lot of them. A lot of people don't realize that too.
Really?
Big sturgeon up, especially the I think it is the Swanee as well. Maybe the Apalachicola or something like that. But the rivers we got around here, the old Florida rivers, are, wow, they're just insane. Like they literally bring you back to a whole different time when you get on them. It's just incredible. All the cedar trees covered in Spanish moss and gators running everywhere. It is true old cracker Florida.
That's awesome.
And those are phenomenal places to fish. Not easy, but they're great. But then we got the spring rivers up here too. There's no place in the world that got as many artisan springs as North Central Florida. All around, you got a bunch of them up by your way.
I'm 5 minutes, or I'm 15 minutes in any direction from Itchnatuckney. And then you've got Silver Springs is up here. I think Jenny Springs is not far from me. They're all over the place.
Post springs, and then down a little farther.
I've heard that those are very hard because of the water clarity. They're very hard to fish. Is that true?
They are, but there's great fishing in there. It's not, once you learn it, it's not difficult. I fish a river called the Rainbow River all the time. It is the most beautiful ever see in your life. And it is the whole entire river system. It's got a head spring, but there's springs all along this. It's the cleanest, clearest water you'll ever see. And then there's so much vegetation, eelgrass, and other ones that kind of turn reds and blues and purples. So it really looks like a rainbow underneath there, but so many different colors and shades of blue in there. And it is loaded. That's where I'm talking about taking you, because it's spring. The springs keep it warm all year long. So your coldest 40-degree day up here, it's still going to be 73.
Yeah.
So all the bass run up in there. But it is hard to catch clear spring river bass. They see you before you see them.
Right.
So they are, you gotta, but I've learned a lot of tricks. You just got to really downsize. You use small finesse baits, small finesse spinning rods, and try to keep your distance from it as best you can. But a river that flows like that, they're gonna stick to the structure. They're gonna try to find little eddies to keep out of the current flow, places that they can ambush better. And you just throw your little finesse lures in there and work it the best you can. But I've had some amazing days and caught some giant fish out of there.
Oh yeah, no, I seen, and ever since you moved up here, I'm like, man, he's moved to the land of giants. Because there was a while there where you were just pulling giant after giant after giant, and even Amber's like, what is Mikey doing? I'm like, it's where he lives, dear. That's why we got to get out of here. So
yeah, good fish up here. There's no doubt at all. And there's a lot of them. It takes, like anywhere else, you have to hone your craft and you'll figure it out or whatever. But I'll teach you some tricks that I learned through the mistakes that I made to be able to get better at it. I'll teach you. There's some good stuff up here.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And if you guys are just joining us, this is Captain Mikey Moser from Sawgrass Bassin, Sawgrass SMS Media, Bass365, and tonight we are talking about the new app, the new app and website, Bass365. If you guys don't know about it, go ahead and download it. It's absolutely free. I'm on there, Infantry Outdoors. Yeah, everybody in the chat has got it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be surprised when they go on there. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of new friends, which is gonna be awesome.
That's awesome. I've seen my phone pop up. I've already got a couple friend requests here tonight while I've been on live with you, so I know it's working.
See?
That's just there has not been
there you go.
Yeah, there has not been one person that I know that I've talked to or that Ricky has talked to and mentioned this to that has not got on there and said this is awesome. And we have not heard other than a few little hiccups that we're working on. We've never heard anything bad. Everyone thinks this is a great idea, which tells us this is a need. This is something we want. This is something everybody wants, and that's why we're working so hard on it. And that's why we really truly believe this is going to be something very successful that everybody's going to benefit from. That's the coolest thing to me.
And it's, again, I keep repeating this because I want you guys to understand how vital what I'm saying right now is going to be. Your opinion matters. If you go on here now and you see something and say, hey, Mikey or to the admin, which would be Ricky, hey, guys, I saw this and just wanted to bring it to your attention, or hey, I think you may want to try this as an idea. They're going to look into it, guys, because again, it's by us for us. It's created by the people that are just like us, that want the same things that we want. We want to be able to post bass fishing on a non-bullied, biased, politically run, whatever, a platform to do what we need to do. And that's what Bass365 is all about. So you can go to, it's available both for Android and iOS. If you do go to the Play Store, I'm not an Apple guy, so I can't answer you on iOS. But if you go to the Play Store, it's Bass365 Live is the app. And when you download it, it's got tons of features, guys. They live cast twice a week at 8 o'clock. So you'll be able to watch that there, as well as the YouTube channel. You guys simulcast YouTube and there, or is it just?
We do it. We actually, every live cast we run on our YouTube platform. We run it on our Facebook platform. Generally, we'll run it on the anglers, whoever the guest is, that we'll run it on their Facebook page as well. And then we also broadcast it live on the app, live on the social feed, and live on our website as well too.
Holy cow. See, I'm got to get to that, guys, to where when we were doing this on Friday nights, I want to do it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all at the same time, so everybody can be part of, because not everybody's on the same platforms together. That's what's making this nice, is this is going to put all of us on one platform that we want to be on, that we want to be a part of, to get our voices out, to share our pictures, to share our thoughts, our companies. If you see something wrong with the company that's up there, it's your opportunity to say, hey, you know what, I used your bait and this is what I thought. And it will, you know, it's your opportunity, especially with the live casts.
Yeah, and then the whole point behind it all, honestly, is you know, we can bring you all the information you want, but we want you to be part of it. And I say it all the time on every live cast. The whole point of those live casts is to put your favorite angler or your favorite company right in the same room as you, and they're only going to get better the more you guys get involved with them. The more questions you ask, the more people you say, suggestions you give on who to bring on the live cast or what to include into the social feed for you guys, the better it's going to be. Because we truly we're not here just doing this for our benefit. We're trying to do this for everybody's benefit. So it's for anglers by anglers, and that's exactly it. So you're all anglers too. The more input you got, the more you put into, the more you're going to get out of it. And that's just it. To enjoy it. We want you to enjoy it and be able to get benefit from it, not just another thing that you're just scrolling by or feeling like it's wrong. And the other thing is, like we kind of touched on, when we're talking about anybody that's creating, any of you creators, whether you're just posting on Instagram or your Facebook or you are a YouTube creator, we all know that all the platforms that we all use every day, they fight each other, and you're losing views because you make a YouTube video and it's getting the YouTube views, but you want to post that on Facebook to try to get more people to watch your YouTube video. Well, Facebook doesn't want Facebook users to leave Facebook to go to another platform, to their competitor. They want you to stay on Facebook. Right. So you got to post it. You got to post it to Facebook, and then you got to also put it over on Instagram when you can, on IGTV, and so on. It takes up so much time. Well, here's one. Put it on here, and it's not fighting anybody. Everybody, you're going to get the views. If you put a YouTube video on our platform, you click on it, I click on it, it's taking me right to your YouTube page. I'm not getting anything out of it as the owner of the platform. I want you to get all the benefit of the views. You put that same video on Facebook, they're not going to share it to anybody if it says YouTube, go to YouTube, take my thing. They're not. They're going to fight against you. So that's kind of what we were envisioning with this, is not just having all the big anglers and all the big companies at your disposal, but it's a true safe platform that you can do whatever you want on there, and you can broadcast, and all your hard work can get showcased and not censored, and not and if you're looking,
or, shunned because you do something in the outdoors world, and
or
not the politically. Oh my God, he filleted a fish. Well, where the hell do you think your dinner came from, woman? I mean, some of it just is ridiculous. It really does. But that's what's making this platform great. Here's a question I just thought of. We mentioned uploading videos and photos, but the videos, are we able to upload a video, or is it a URL based upload?
Right now it's URL. We are working on it, and I mean, if Ricky, I doubt Ricky's still there, because I'm looking at the time. He's probably moved on from this conversation by now. But Ricky is working on that really hard, and it actually, surprisingly, there's so much work to get it to where you can share it. You can share a photo from your phone, but to share a video from is, man, we had to get a whole new server, and we got to get this, and it's a lot of work, but it's coming. We are working on it. So there's updates, and I think that, to me, that was one of the most important things, that's got to be there. So it will be there. It is there today, I believe, unless Ricky pulled something tonight. But it is in the works. He's been on the phone for days with designers and all the back end guys behind, and the people that built this app and everything. They're overseas, so he's literally been on the phone for days trying to figure this out. But it is coming. He's working on it. So I promise that'll be sometime soon.
So for now, it's upload to YouTube, connect the URL, and they'll be able to go from there.
Or anything, any video you can get a URL from. If you say, so if you have it on Facebook, that's going to have a URL too. You can share that URL.
That's true. Okay,
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think any platform, Vimeo or anything that you put a video on that will create a URL, that and then that URL, well, when we click on it on our platform, it's going to take you to wherever you want it to go. So you'll get the
photos. Those are able to be uploaded straight from the phone, though, right?
Yeah. All your photos are right in there. You can, like I said, you can post them. You can put your own comments. We have hashtags in there, so hashtag searches now work. You can actually tag, your sponsors or your buddies in them now too. So basically, it's almost identical to what you can do on Facebook. It's just our platform, not theirs now. So there's no one stopping you from doing what you really want to do or seeing what you really want to see.
And they even provide y'all, if y'all don't know, if you haven't seen at the bottom, they provide y'all with hashtags, which is something that I like that, because as a creator, you have so much to come up with and to create with, to have to sit there and do hashtags. Like, they drive me crazy. Mikey and them, the guys at Bass365, they've got them all there for you. So Bass365, you can copy them and just put them in there, and then you're good. I like that. That's a good feature.
That hashtag thing too, those are the ones that are most commonly used. So if DJ Infantry is posting a whole bunch of videos on there, and you're constantly hashtagging Infantry Outdoor, it's going to show up in that eventually too, because that's a trending or popular hashtag going on right now. So it's pretty cool that way too, whereas you can search hashtags on just a Google browser or something like that. And if it's a hashtag that's been used a lot on our platform, you're going to find that stuff on our platform now too. So that's pretty darn cool. And like I said, being able to tag your buddies and your friends and everything like that, I believe right now, like I said, we're still new and we're still working a lot of the different angles, and there's a lot of new upgrades coming daily on it. I think you can only tag people that you're following right now, or friends that you're following right now. It doesn't have that generator where it goes through everybody on there, but right now the platform's still quite small, so there's not a lot people to have to search through out there. But if I'm following you, Infantry Outdoors, I put a post up there and I say, hey, at Infantry Outdoors, it's going to tag you in that one, so you can see that. I think the biggest thing to it is the groups, and being able to open up your own page in the form of a group. So you have your profile, your page, which is Infantry Outdoors, but you can open up the Infantry Outdoors group, and everybody that really, really, really wants to see Infantry Outdoors and communicate with Infantry Outdoors and share with Infantry Outdoors, they can join your group, and you can advertise that group. You can share the link to that group to your Facebook page, to your Instagram page, or wherever it is. Maybe not Instagram, they don't do links, but you know what I'm saying. And because it generates a true for your group, just for your group.
That's awesome. And what this does, guys, is it puts your content, your creations in front of the people that, one, you want to see, and two, want to see you. If you guys notice, I mean, I can pull up here on my Facebook page. If I go to my actual page and I pull up things that I recently posted, I'm not going to say this is accurate or anything at all, but I'm just telling you what's on my page. It tells me how many people have seen it and how many people have reacted to it and how many. I'm going to try to pull up one now. But what is weird is the way that they go. Now, if you keep posting religiously, like I've been posting every Wednesday and every Friday for weeks, this last one here about tonight, it got 22 shares, but only 6 people saw it. How does that work?
Right.
On what planet logically does that math work? That 22 shared it, but only 6 people seen it. So, and then the post below that one, 10 people And where does this? Oh, it doesn't show me how many shared on that one. But I mean, I've got ones with 1,430 people saw it. This is why I don't think it's right. It's just something that they're doing to try to get you to spend money by hitting a stupid boost button. But
yeah, it doesn't really work in the first place because they still only share it to who they think.
And that's where I was going. Who they think you want, they're not who you want.
That's not true. I mean, on my Facebook personal page, I've got several pages, but on my personal profile, I think I'm 3,500 friends, something like that. People that, I mean, I can't say I've ever met most of them, but we become through the industry. They enjoyed my content or whatever. But they, when I honestly see on my feed, when I go on my normal news feed or whatever, I guarantee I don't see more than 20 of them, regularly. And that's because Facebook has literally decided that those 20 people are my best friends. Those are the people that they think I want to see most. But all 3,500 of my friends are posting every day, and I don't see.
You're missing out on all of it. Yep.
And that's as our platform gets bigger and bigger, we're not going to censor that stuff. You post, if there's 20,000 people on there and everyone posts a day, 20,000 things are going to go through that feed. It's just going to do that. But when you have your group, your own page, your own group, everybody in your group is your stuff now. And, as well as the people that might have caught it in the feed when they happen to be there too. So that's the beauty of it. You open yourself a page, but open yourself a group as well. And and invite all your closest friends and your 3,500 friends, if that's how many you got. Get them in your group because all 3,500 are going to see what you got. And you're going to see what all 3,500 post in that group this time now too. So,
and you won't be missing out on anything because like you said, all of the things will be posted. So there's no way you're going to miss. The only way you're going to miss out on a feed is if you decide not to scroll and look at it. So you'll never, oh, I didn't see the article on Berkeley, doing this. Well, yes, you did. It was on here because all 3,500, like you said, 35,000 feeds a day is going on here. Whereas Facebook, well, we don't like Berkeley. We go with this company. We're more this way. So we're not going to we'll push him to the bottom where nobody will see him. And that's how it works. Even YouTube, same way. YouTube will squish you down because of the algorithm, because of the keywords, because of, I got a headache sitting with my social media director, which I have one. And she, she's like, you got to do this. You got to do this. I mean, learning how just to write. You can't just put, I went to the store. No, you have to think about what words I'm putting in there and configure them and hashtags. And again, I just want to post stuff and let everybody see it. And that's what Bass365 is making it easy about.
That's what we're hoping to do. And that's the goal with it. And again, the more that you all get involved, the better it's going to be for you. So we need to hear your feedback. We want to hear your feedback on what you want to see, what you think is going to make a better experience for you and ultimately going to help you out with your own social media or your own brand or whatever you're doing out there. Or like I said, if you don't have any of that and you don't want to have any of that, you just want to see a lot of good content and not have to scroll through all the clutter to get to it. This is it. This is where you want to see fishing. Here it is. You want to learn all the techniques. You want to learn how to do a drop shot, and you want to learn it from somebody other than somebody that
somebody other than me. Yeah, it's okay. We're good. You can throw that one on me. Hey, somebody other than infantry. Okay, you guys want to learn it from a pro, not this guy.
Like I've made dozens of videos on different knots, how to tie knots or whatnot. Then you want to learn how to tie a Palomar knot because you don't know how to tie a Palomar knot. You type that into YouTube. What's it going to do? It's going to suggest 10 videos that those are the ones it tells you want to see. Right. But that may not be it.
That might be
those are from the 10 most viewed guys, and that doesn't necessarily. Or if you're talking a specific technique, like, hey, something that works here in Florida that doesn't work in California, but you type in you want to learn, this technique, and it's showing you the guys from California teaching you,
which is
that's help you. Yeah, it's going to be a different world. So that's kind of the idea that we're hoping to achieve with this is. The information you want is going to be there. You're not going to be filtered. You're not going to be censored. You're not going to be directed towards what we think is best. You're going to be able to get what you want to see. And you have complete control over it by opening up your own group, opening up your, a group is just a fancy word to say a really interactive page to me. So rather than having just a page that everybody goes on and you have to, you have a Facebook page, I'm sure. I know I do. I've got several of them. Bass365 has several of them. And when I'll post a live cast on there, and it's funny. Some days it'll have a reach. You can see it on your phone. It'll have a reach of 26,000 people, and some days it's got 140 people.
That's what I wish. That's it.
Because they decided who wanted to see it. And that's just not. And it depends. You can get in Facebook jail. You can get in trouble. You can. I've been in
Facebook jail plenty. You guys, listen. I've been at war with Facebook, and you can't win. So don't ever think you can win crap on Facebook, and don't ever get put in Facebook jail because it sucks. No. You can't post. You can't do nothing. I didn't know. And the bad thing of it was I didn't even know what I was doing wrong. And reaching out to these people going, can somebody please tell me what I'm doing wrong? I'm just a creator trying to share my content and I don't understand. And finally I figured it out because I wasn't sharing my YouTube content the correct way. I wasn't using the share button and then doing it through that. And that's what got me in a lot of you can't share for like 2 weeks now and then a month. And then I'm like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
I started a group on Facebook. It's called Living That Bass Life. And it was basically what we're doing with Bass365 before I started this with Bass365. And so I started this group on Facebook, and this is my group. I started the group. I built the group. I have 3,500 friends that follow me personally on there. You think I'd be able to invite every one of my friends on there, right? They're my friends that are already following me. It's my group that my friends want to see. So I was literally just trying to invite my friends that already follow me to my new group. And they stopped me. They said, I can't do that. I can't invite my own friends to my own group. That makes a lot of sense.
That makes ridiculous. No freaking sense at all.
They stopped me and said, I cannot invite that many friends. Well, how the heck? Why? How is it my group? It's not my group. Your group. It's not my group now.
That made absolutely no sense, especially that being that you're already friends with all of these people.
I wasn't sending these invites out to random people that I don't know. These are people that already agreed to be my friend, that already follow me and can't see my content, can't see what I'm sharing because Facebook's not showing it to anybody. So here it is. So I said, I'm going to open up a group that all you can get into, and I can't even invite more than 25 of my own friends at a time. It's does not make any sense whatsoever.
So you could eventually get to 3,500 or 35,000 people. You can only do it at 25 at a time.
Yeah, and
that'll take you forever and a day to get everybody.
Well, so it was like no, it wasn't even like every day. It's like, okay, you met your daily limit of 25 people to try again tomorrow. No, it would be like 7 days before they would allow me to start inviting people again. And got me at about 25, somewhere in that range. I think one day I got lucky and I was able to invite like 52 people before they caught me and stopped me. But it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever at all. And that's kind of part of the frustrations that I know a lot of people are dealing with these social media platforms that are out there. So hopefully that's what we're going to try to do ourselves. It's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to have to be as interactive as we possibly can. There's going to be some bad eggs that are going to try to pop up on there and take advantage of things. Absolutely. So we're going to have our own moderators and things. But rather than just booting somebody or putting somebody in jail, we're going to reach out to them. If we see somebody that's, being abusive or somebody that's posting stuff that we don't want on that platform, as far as it has nothing to do with fishing or outdoors or what we're the community that we're trying to build here, if they're sharing political beliefs or something like that, we're going to reach out to you and say, hey, we don't want this can't be happening here. This is what this group is for.
Not the platform for it, right?
And
That's nice because at least you're telling folks. Like I said, Facebook, they're not going to tell you crap. They're going to tell you you're locked out and you can't post because you violated or whatever, our rule. But they're not going to say, Mikey Moser, you did this specifically. They won't do it. And if you try to write them and go, can you please tell me specifically what I did? I don't want to make the mistake. They're not going to get back to you. With this, if you do something where you're not going to do that, they're going to flat out say, hey, look, not here. Mm-mm.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's going to be a whole learning curve when it comes to it. Especially this platform is going to grow, and it's going to grow very fast. And we know that we're already setting the guidelines to be prepared for when that happens. We got friends that are going to be moderators and people we trust and we know we work with. But Ricky and myself and my wife Amanda are going to be as hands-on as possible with this every single day. So again, when there's an issue or something comes up, or somebody's not happy about something or whatever, it's going to be us that are answering it. And it's going to be us. And that's the way we want to do it. And we want to keep it as much as we can. Like I said, there's no favoritism. There should be no favoritism. We're all here to hopefully learn the same thing. If someone's taking advantage of that and being abusive or misusing the platform, we're going to reach out to them and we're going to talk to them and say, why are you doing it? What are you hoping to get out of this? What do you want to see? Okay, well, this is not the platform for that, but here, let's help you out and guide you to where you can voice that opinion and whatnot. But I think that's the way it should be. And at least, like you said, some people may just not know that I don't know what I did on Facebook sometimes when I got into jail. I don't know what I shared that I shouldn't have shared. I don't know what I commented that I shouldn't have commented, whatever it is. And you just end up in jail. Well, this is not going to happen on our system. We may have to remove posts here and there or whatnot, but you're going to get a message and say, this is why we removed your post. This is what we prefer to see or what we feel users are offended by what you had to say or whatnot. Here, we will give you the opportunity to explain what you're going to do or why you did that before we just boot you off and block you altogether, because that's not going to happen. We don't want to block anybody. We want everyone to be on there and everybody to have an equal say and have fun. That's what the whole point of everything is. So,
and that's what
it's going to take some.
Supposed to be that way. So should the media of social that follows behind it. Fishing's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a good time. So should your experience. And I tell you what, guys, you will get a good experience with this. If it's any consultation to anybody watching, or even to Ricky and Mikey, the graphics from a visually impaired person and the way the appearance and everything is really nice. It's easy to use. It took me no time at all to set it up. It was quick, simple, and to the point. And that's what I like. I don't have to run around to try to find how to post something or run around to find how. I'm going to try to bring it up here. And again, with the green screen, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but they give you a lot of options right off the bat on the screen. And if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Let me go here now to social and wait for it to boot up. And there you go. You can see my home. You can see my messaging. You can see my friends. You can see, I mean, it's, well, yeah, you guys probably can't through the webcam, but
Rob says it really looks great.
Yeah, thanks, Shiner guy. Oh, and everything, like I said, it's easy to read. I shouldn't even show you guys that, but oops. Ricky, if somebody says they saw the message, my bad, man. But it's all right. Actually, I think it's a survey. So let's all take a survey. The administration asked a question. This I like. See right here? The administration asked a question. They want to know that if you could fish one pro level tour, what would it be? So we've got the MLF Bass Pro Tour, the Bassmaster Elite Series, or the National, that's a mouthful, National Professional Bass League. For me personally, I'm going to say MLF. That's my mission.
That national professional.
I like the Major League Fishing thing. It goes a little faster, in my opinion. Like the speed of it,
I mean, to each his own. A lot of guys really like the 5 fish, biggest 5 fish limit. With the big weigh-ins and stuff. Major League Fishing has that whole different format where they, it's every fish over 2 pounds counts. and they have that score tracker that really gets into your head. You know,
Yeah, it does, boy. Even just watching it, I remember. I forget. I don't. They have a bunch of them, but there was one that was literally ounce by ounce, and I mean, okay, he's in the lead by 0.3 ounces. Now he's in the lead by 0.1 ounce, and then this guy caught 0.5 ounces. I mean, it was like you're sitting there going, "Who's gonna win? Who is it?" I mean, damn it, it's so close. 1 ounce could win the whole thing, and yeah, it's pretty neat.
Right down too. You can never get comfortable. I've talked to so many guys on our live cast about this, fish this, and you know, it's like when you're at the top of that leaderboard, you think you're doing good, you're okay, but no, you're hearing that score tracker of who's coming and how fast they're coming, and you gotta.
They tell you. They sit there the whole time.
They hear your head.
The damn what is here? What do they call him? The ref? Is he a referee or what is the guy in the boat with the thing?
Boater official. Yeah.
Okay, the boater official is there with a tablet, and he's the one that puts you. If you guys don't know MLF rules, one thing I like is this: you have to sit down and take a timeout. I love that.
Yeah.
If you actually do something wrong, you got to sit down and take a 2-minute timeout, young man. It is hilarious. But they sit there and go, all right, infantry, Mikey Moser just caught another bass. He's up 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Oh, wait a minute. No, the Miss Producer just caught another bass, 7 pounds, 4 ounces. She just took Mikey. And meanwhile, he's telling you what your score is the whole time you're trying to fish. Oh, wow.
And when you got to be like the top 20 to move on or something. When you're sitting at that like 19, 20 place or something like that, you're on that bubble and you know how fast guys can catching. And the pressure is just insane. Brent Chapman explained once, it was just incredible the pressure that you have to do with this score tracker. And they say score tracker update every 5 minutes or whatever. And it's insane. But he said, I literally had to become a mathematician. I got to figure it out how many pounds of fish I got to catch in every hour, in every 10 minutes, in every 20 minutes, depending on the pace these other guys are setting. So, these guys are catching them this fast. So I got to catch 2 pounds every 3 minutes. And like you that add more pressure when you're on, the regular fishing leagues like Bassmaster Elites or the old FLW series, stuff like that, where it's 5 biggest fish. You don't necessarily know where you are in the standings the whole time.
Right.
Yeah. But I think I got about 12 pounds. I think I'm going to probably doing pretty good or whatnot. You don't know until the weigh-in when you start seeing other people like, oh my goodness, man, they're up at 24 pounds. I'm way down here or whatever. You don't know, so you don't have that extra added pressure. Need to put one more in the boat, other than what pressure you put on yourself. The MLF Bass Pro Tour and the Major League Fishing format, you hear what everybody else is doing the whole time. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it all the time where guys are just struggling into the third period and they're way down, 40 anglers fish at a time. They're way down there in 36th place or 35th place. And then all of a sudden they hit that, everyone writes them off. And then in the last 10 minutes, they hit that mother load and they shoot all the way up to the 19th place. It's amazing. Hey, we got a special guest here.
Oh, I hear him.
Oh my God.
It's the little man.
Big.
There he is.
That's
oh my God.
That's the future classic champion, Mikey Moser, right there.
There he is. That's the superstar. Again, Mikey, you're fired now. He's going to take the show, so you can just go to bed there, Daddy, and we'll let Trip do the rest of the talking. Trip, how are you doing, buddy? Look at you.
Yeah, we got lucky. He's a good one.
Yeah, Ember's over here going, my God, because last time we seen him, he wasn't that big. He was a little baby. Wow.
Hey, can you show everybody how you cast? Can you cast your rod? Cast a rod. Where's your rod? Oh, your rod's over there? Okay, we're gonna get his fishing rod so he can show everybody how he casts.
That's awesome. That will be the best part of the show right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That is iPhone.
Oh, I love it. Trip, you're amazing, buddy. You are my friend. It's everything. Holy moly.
we do is about our kids and about their future. And honestly, that's kind of what oh yeah, here comes your fishing rod. That's kind of what I'm doing with my career in Bass365. It's not really about me. It's about the future generations of the sport. And that's him right there. Yeah, he's got his vintage Mickey Mouse rod. Show everybody here. Let me move back. Okay. Show everybody how you cast. Cast. Big cast. Cast. Yeah, cast. Oh, you got a big one. Reel it in. Yeah, it's an old rod.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Go ahead. Reel him in.
That Mickey Mouse rod. Where is it? I got that in an antique store. He stole it. It was in my collection,
That's
but
awesome.
he stole it.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye. You got to teach him that. Since he's little like that, you got to teach him the monster mic hook set. Wow.
Oh, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at it, actually, already. Well, DJ, we're pushing 2 hours over here. I got to get this one.
Yep, I got to let you go. I know we got to get the little one to bed, but like you guys see, the app is so great. It was easy to talk 2 hours to this man about it. We hope that you guys check it out, bass365.com, as well as the app. Download it. It's free. Get on there. Join us. Link up with me or link up with Capt Mikey. The best things about it, guys, is it's by fishermen, by the outdoors community, for the outdoors community. By us, for us, all right? Without all of the BS in between. If you have something that you want to comment on about the app or referencing the app, you can do that. The administration, you can do it to Mikey. They'll reach right back out to you. If you see anything wrong, see any ideas, let us know, because again, we're all in this together as a community, and they're creating this for our community. So your input is invaluable, more than you'll ever know, because this is gonna explode, man. It really is. I know that. So my brother, I'm glad to have you on for the last 2 hours. And again, we'll do this again.
We'll get Ricky on next.
Yeah, we'll get Ricky up with us as well. He can tell us more about what's coming up and the good things that we have to look forward to with the app, because this is just what's here. There's more coming. So your final thoughts, my friend.
There's a lot more coming, guys. Honestly, we've got some very, very big aspirations. We know we've been in the industry our whole lives. We know what you want. We know what we want. And we're going to work very hard to make sure we all get it. We all get it, and we all can have some fun out there and learn from each other and share. That's what it's all about. That kid that was just on my lap, that's what it's all about, that next generation. But we're not going to figure out the generation that's here right now today to enjoying that. So, guys, I appreciate you having me on here and letting me talk about that a little bit.
You're always welcome. You know that, dude. You're always welcome anytime. I'm always the one going, Mike, you got anything coming up? So you're always welcome.
It's always a pleasure talking to you no matter what. And like I said, definitely sometime in the very, very near future, we'll get together here. And actually, I'll put you on some fish or whatever. But we got some pretty cool restaurants down this way that I'd be happy to take you and your kids to. You want to eat some old Florida alligator and cooter, they call it. I got some cool restaurants right here in my neighborhood to take you to.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, I got to tell you as a dad, because I got trips to Brandon's 10, so I got 8 years on you, right? Just wait till he goes to all of your friends and goes, I have 9 trophies. My dad has 1. Oh, yeah. Wait till he's rubbing it in that he's better than you, Dad. Just wait. I love it. I eat it up.
I mean, I am one of the most passionate people you ever meet when it comes to what I do for a living and what I enjoy doing on my off seasons and my off time or whatever. And this kid has my passion plus my wife's determination. Let's put it that way. So between my determination, this kid's got a big, bright future. And I mean, that's been my line forever. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight. Watch this kid. He's going somewhere.
I've always loved that sign off that you've always done, and it's always been, like I said, dude, it's been a journey, and I'm glad that we have the friendship that we have, and I'm glad to help you, as you know, that with anything. Mikey and I, we did the dog tag fishing challenge a ways back, and if you guys haven't seen that one, you got to try that for yourself.
We want to bring that back.
My wife was actually she wanted me to reach out to you on one of these holidays where we maybe could do it again to benefit another organization, because it's really cool. It was a great challenge. I had a blast. I got to do like you do. I'm going to get the little picture frames and things like that for my lures and put it in there, and the dog tag fishing challenge and all that. I have sawgrass bassin dog tag fishing challenge. I still have it, so I'm going to put it in a frame. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
That was fun. I love doing challenges like that where really it's just to try to get as many people involved as possible to help support a good cause. And that one was about military veterans and the families of those veterans and the people that put so much on the line for us that it's just a way to give back. And all proceeds that I made from that video today, still any proceeds that come from that video, I send off to that same charity. So
that's amazing.
Much as I would hope some bigger channels would have taken on the challenge and really promoted it, but the people that did were very passionate, and I'm very thankful for the people that did get into it. And heck, I had a blast, and it was always exciting to catch a fish, but it was really exciting to catch a fish on a dog tag lure that I made myself. So that was really cool.
That was pretty neat for me too. I mean, I was like, I made a spinner bait out of it, and I used the tag as the blade, and I will be damned if it didn't work. I mean, it worked good. So
you were there were several people that took it that just did not do very well. It was it was a very difficult challenge, but you did well with it. You were one of the ones that caught probably more fish than most guys did on it. So
yeah. So all right, well, we're going to wrap things up here. Again, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them in the comments in the replay. Write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. I can get you in touch with Mikey or any of them if you need. You can reach out to Mikey at Sawgrass Bassin, Bass365. Any other platforms you want to mention?
No, I mean, really, I appreciate anybody that follows Sawgrass Bassin still, and I will still always be creating somewhat. It's not going to be as consistent, anywhere near as consistent as it used to be, but if you want to continue to follow Sawgrass Bassin, I appreciate that. And of course, my Instagram, Captain Mikey Moser. I'm always working on that one, but really, if you want to learn more or see more of me, it's Bass365 now, and that's really where all of my attention's gone to. So follow me. We got Instagram, and we got Facebook at Bass365. We got the YouTube at Bass365, and the website Bass365.com. But it's all right there, all of it right there on the app Bass365 Live. So best place to do it. Go ahead and download that onto your phones. You can access it from your PC as well if you're not comfortable with using your phone or you don't want to use it all the time. But it's all going to be right there on that app. The social feed on there. If you want to get to the social feed on its own from your PC, it's called Be Social 365. That's the website for it. So you can always do that if you wanted to. Instead of just going to Facebook on your PC, you can go there. But that's it. There really is. Get the app. Follow the app. You guys are going to like it. You're going to enjoy it. And the more involved you get.
The content is good. I mean, I've just had it for a couple of days, but the content that is up here, like I read to you guys, we got asked a poll. We answered the poll right here on the show. So they want their opinion.
Yeah. And we got, follow it. If you're following us on those platforms, every Tuesday and every Thursday night at 8:00, we have a live cast. And those are even going to get better and even more once we get on tour and we're at all these events. So we're doing these live, and we're going to actually be live on the water with these guys. So I could be on Kevin's boat one day, and we're going to be out there and listening to Kevin, talking to Kevin as he's fishing, giving you tips.
Dude, that's incredible what you're talking about there.
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of that's going to be impromptu just while we're there. And like, hey, I'm going live right now. I'm at the boat ramp. They're coming back in. Here comes Jacob Wheeler. Let's sit and talk with Jacob Wheeler for 10 minutes. That stuff is happening. We also have aspirations. We are going to have live on the water tournaments between two different guys. So I'm going to have cameras on one guy's boat down in Louisiana, and I'm going to have another camera on another guy's boat in California, and they're going to fish head to head on live. That's going to be really, really cool.
My dog, honest to God, like this is the fourth time she's stinking me out. Baby girl, you got to go out the room. Like, I love my girl and everything, but my God, when she's laying here, oh, the room stinks. Baby girl.
Talking about stealing the show.
Yeah, I know, man. At least she waited to the end of it, though, because it's bad.
Oh, God.
And it's time to go.
Yeah.
No,
So, my
it's
brother,
bad.
I thank you for being on tonight. I really appreciate it. It's always a blast having you. And we are going to get together. You guys will see the content here on the channel. Anything that Mike and I do, and just the things that are going to be coming out. Again, if you have any work down the line, just remember your buddy. I got voiceovers. I'll go travel. Whatever you guys need, I'm ready to go, boy.
Rob says that we don't have smell-o-vision. Yeah, no, we really.
Well,
like
Rob said with no smell-o-vision. Yeah, Rob, if
Yeah.
you had smell-o-vision, dude, you would have passed out. Especially her butt is right here under my nose. Oh
And
my
I took
God.
her out.
It's bad. Yeah, and she's been outside. So I wonder what the kids snuck her tonight. Mikey, my brother, you have a wonderful night. Give our best to the family, and we'll get together. If we don't get together before you go on tour, we'll get together. You know what I mean? You're not going, even
Absolutely.
when you do go, you're not going that far from me either way. So
Absolutely. I'm just a stone throws away. So let me
Yeah,
know.
man. Always. And anything that comes up, what we're gonna do, guys, for if you guys want to help to promote this, I'm gonna get with Mike. I'll make a post on when we'll do another one of these where we can have Ricky on. It'll probably be a couple weeks, or I got to see what their schedules are. But I want to have them both on here, and you guys be able to chit chat, interact, and all that stuff as well. So keep a lookout for that. But share out Bass365. This is my buddy. I'm helping him out. They have a awesome thing here, and it can be even better, but it's going to take all of us. So, brother, that's where I'm going to let us go. And Bass365, Infantry Outdoors, Mikey Moser, you guys got to link us up if you haven't already.
That's good. Thank you so much, DJ.
Anytime, my brother. You have a wonderful night, and we'll talk real soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome, Mike. Anytime. Guys, Bass365 is where it is at. If you don't have the app, download it. If you don't, you're on a computer, go on over to bass365.com. You can see the logo here behind me. I'll move out of the way. And you see that logo, you're in the right place. It's on Android, it's on iOS, and hey, it's taken over. So anybody in the chat got anything they want to say to me?
Everyone's saying goodnight.
Everybody's saying good night. Sorry I didn't really interact with everybody tonight. I did want to. The producer was helping out in that area. Glad we didn't have. Yeah, no, dude. If you would have, I swear to God, if you would have smell-o-vision, you'd have passed out.
Everyone's saying goodnight.
But as always, guys, thank you so much. I'll check my app. I'll link with all of you guys on Bass365. But start posting, start doing all that stuff. If you have any ideas, make sure you reach out to the admin, reach out to Mikey Moser. You can even reach out to me. I'll pass it along. I don't mind at all. Now, I do want to say tonight, this is solely because of Mikey is a good friend of mine, and they're doing a really great thing. I'm not currently working or sponsored or anything like that. So everything that I'm telling you is genuine. It always is, but it's genuine. So I don't want anybody to think, oh, infantry. No, this is a really, really cool app. The potential that is there, and something that I wanted to touch on too, for handicapped people. What a lot of us creators and people don't realize is what social media does for us, and the ability to find things that we couldn't normally find, and ways to do things that we couldn't normally find. Now, these apps, again, you're talking to a blind guy that watched Captain Mikey and a few others to learn how to do YouTube. Okay. Now, I'm sure there's other of us out there that look, learn, and do things. Well, how did you do it? You did it through social media. So, the more you guys put on here, the more you never know who you're helping or who you're inspiring or who you are, giving that first fishing knowledge to, or giving that first, what lure do I buy in a store of craziness? Oh, well, I saw that Shiner guy throwing a Gambler Big Easy. You know what? I'm going to do it too, because that Shiner guy did, and he caught 20 fish that day. Well, there you go. We're teaching. And Bass365 is a great way. But guys, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you. Next week's topic, we're going to be talking about disabilities in the outdoors. What is it like to be a disabled person in the outdoors? So if you have any people or any friends or any family that are disabled that would like to come on, that would like to be part of it, That's what we're talking about next week. So don't miss it here, 10 p.m. on YouTube. And again, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, always write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. All of our P.O. box, all of our information is now being put in the description down below of these videos. So you guys can get all of our information. Go to our website, infantryoutdoors.com. And Rob, if you're still there, I'm going to give you a call tomorrow because I want to put something together for June, possibly at Orange Lake, a YouTube meet and greet or meetup or a fishing tournament. I'm coming up with something, but I have an idea. I'm going to call you tomorrow if you're still here. But with that, guys, I'm going to go. I love you. Thank you so much for coming in. As always, every Friday is awesome because of you guys, and all of my videos get even better because of you guys. So thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. Thank you to Captain Mikey Moser. Check him out, Bass365. And with that said, guys, I hope that the app, me, the group, and all of our adventures here on Infantry Outdoors. Awesome. Thanks. I'm going to call you tomorrow, Rob. We'll work out the details. I have a great idea. But yeah, I hope that this and everything inspires you guys to get outdoors. And have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Friday. Take care.